Robert, that's not funny.
He can't hear you.
Yes, we're not.
No, he
There it
can't.
goes.
We're live again. He can. That's not funny, Robert. I don't know what happened. That was weird. It just like stopped. Okay. We are back.
Did you guys ever figure out what the freak was up with the mic thing last week?
No. I
Nope.
did it a little bit during our Lore Master on Wednesday, but it was.
No, it was.
fine.
I'm telling you, it was Gremlin week. That Canon DSLR, it would not work for me at all. It's working fine all day long. I've had it on like 25 hours over the last 4 days, and it's fine. So I don't know. It's just one of those days, I guess.
Vivi, I sent you a message.
Happens to all of us. All right, Josh, let me look at your picture here you sent me.
Yeah. My hot piece that I sent you.
Josh.
Oh my goodness, Josh.
Yeah. Yeah, I better put those glasses on. It's real small.
Wow,
It's a
look
lot
at
of
that.
small
Look at
parts.
that. Yeah, your parts are small, Josh, but that's cool.
Yeah, man. Tiny, but you know, all together makes it look
I don't
big.
get it.
Are you done? Are you gonna put your pants back on now, or?
Not yet.
Hey,
As
everyone.
we see it completely cut out because we've been banned.
I'll see you guys
Fantastic.
next week. Have fun.
Yes, yes. Good to see you. Hey, Apple
Appalachian.
Appalachian
Appalachian
Gunslinger. That's it. Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Appalachian Gunslinger.
Appalachian Gunslinger. I slang some guns in Appalachia. Retro Gamer. Wow, Mike, haven't seen you in a minute. Good to see you, buddy.
Nope, never mind. It's gone.
It's so funny because I just watched a TikTok about Appalachia. I'm terrible at saying the
Appalachia.
word, and I didn't fully realize that part of it goes through Ohio.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it does.
See, I don't like Ohio, and don't get no offense to anybody from Ohio. Not a fan of the state, and I just didn't. I knew it, Virginia and North Carolina and Tennessee and all those other fantastic states. I'm not saying Ohio's a bad state.
No, I'm
See,
with
I
you,
love-
Terry. Actually, I don't
love
like.
Ohio.
Appalachia.
I don't like
I love
Ohio either.
Just for the fact to say
Okay.
Ohio.
Cleveland is an armpit. And Cincinnati has some nice parts of it, but Skyline Chili ruined it for me. That's the worst chili ever. Anyone that thinks Skyline Chili is
Oh,
good,
man.
you are absolutely delusional.
That is some
I feel like we're bringing back a debate from Discord like a couple months ago.
Hey, Ragnar
Yeah,
for
like-
life. That's a new follower. Good to see you here with us in First Time Chatter.
I
Good to
know
see
a
you,
lot of people
Josh.
that murder for some Skyline.
No, Skyline. No one wants cinnamon sweet in your chili. That's crap.
John has strong
That's going to get us
opinions.
banned. See, everything
Yeah.
else Twitch is fine with, but that is pushing the envelope.
Yeah.
Instaban.
Gosh, also Gimbal, just incredible work with this intro.
I know.
Also,
We got to update it, though.
Yes. Also, as a Canadian, I have no opinion.
She's just apologizing.
Well, lately we can say it's all Canada's fault for the stuff we've been getting here in Minnesota.
Ah,
welcome.
okay.
Whoa, what?
You're welcome.
I didn't recognize one of those. Bryn.
Apparently they've had some nasty fires up there.
Oh, it's.
Oh,
been
we got
so
the smoke in
Oh,
Michigan.
right.
Oh man, it's so smoky.
Welcome,
I had a
welcome,
red sun
welcome.
going to work today.
You are now not only
Whoa.
heard, you are seen. And welcome
that's
to
Time to hide.
Blue Box Greyhawk Awakening, episode 52, entitled. Ooh, did you see it?
Yeah.
It's not good.
Death
we
and
shall
dying.
death and dying.
I
We
wrote
shall
death
see.
to come
Doom
fast
and
with my-
gloom.
Doom and gloom, revenge and reckoning. So we're gonna have a good time tonight.
Crying
We've got. Hey, good evening to all of our mad chatters. Welcome to all of our newcomers. Hey, Zombie, if you don't know Mitch, Mitch won my first huge giveaway. I did a Greyhawk box set with my first major stream, and Mitch won that one, and he's been back quite often. Good to see Toriano. Hey, everybody joining us. Thank you so much for being with us. We're going to have a fun night tonight. All right, so let's jump right into our sponsors, and then we'll talk about what happened last time and player introductions. And let's start off with, let's see, you, Vivi, tell us about Ferox Fabrications.
Ferox Fabrications is run by Darren, a one-man show in his garage, working tirelessly. Sometimes I go there and crack a whip to make sure he gets your orders on time. I'm just kidding. Darren, his current project is he's working on paint handles. The newest one is called the Evolution, a paint handle that's modular to fit all your painting needs, depending on what kind of painter you are and what kind of things you're looking for. He also makes DM screens, infinity boxes, things to carry your supplies in, roll dice in. You name it, he could probably do it.
Well done, well done. And also, he's really trying to help us. So he's going to communicate with me this week on a couple of ideas and collaborations that we can do. And I've reached out to someone he suggested. So we love Darren. He's a good guy and a big friend. I'm still waiting for that shield, though, Darren. It's in my video, but I have not seen it. I cannot wait to see it. All right, let's go to you, Rory.
Okay, so I got Mike Disney, a phenomenal painter and artist, sponsor of the channel. And, actually, I played a one-shot with him, and just an all-around great guy. Does all kinds of stuff on his stream, early mornings of the hours, especially for you, Josh. And the lovely mind blank, Overgord. There we go. So that is Mike Disney. Check out his channel. And
Josh has the Overgord in the bag.
Yes, Overgord.
Yeah, we love Mike. And by the way, Mike has said he's going to give us a custom Mike Disney painted Overgord that we'll do on a giveaway here very soon. So what could be better than that?
I was like, I think you were going to say, like, give me. I need to talk to Mike Disney.
All right, let's go to you, Terry.
Of course. I'll be speaking about the one, the only, the immeasurable Cozy Gamer dice. Now, some of you probably have some dice, but do you have wood dice? Do you have metal dice? Do you have layered dice? Do you have glitter dice? I know John would love glitter dice. Floral and plant dice? Look, you can get all these dice at Cozy Gamer. In fact, you should be on their website right now.
Right now.
CozyGamer.com.
This very moment.
Purchase a set.
Bravo. Josh.
Hi, I've got the wonderful sponsor of Mantic Games. Now, let me tell you a few things about Mantic Games. Mantic Games make something incredible. They make something real incredible. You know what? They do it in a rectangular format. They make boxes. Not just any boxes. These are terrain crate boxes. So technically, it's a crate, not a box. But, looking at it, it looks like a box. Let me tell you about a few other things. You got some fantasy items. You want some good fantasy terrain items. It's not going to be monsters, which you sometimes get monsters added to it, but these are called terrain crates, not monster crates. So let me tell you about a few of the big boxes they got. All of these are only $80. We got terrain crate Abandoned Town. We got the Gothic Manor. We got the Dungeon Depths. We got Adventurers Crate. We got Town Center. We got Battlefield Essentials. Right now, the featured is Town Center. Town Center has 69 pieces in it for $80. 69, nice. And back up to the top for $110, we got the Game Master's Dungeon Starter. Dungeon Starter, you want anything, you get a dragon. You get little monsters, creatures in there for your Dungeon's Essentials. You want to choose anyone, you want to choose some sort of terrain, some sort of crate, some sort of box, I tell you, choose Mantic Games. Thank you.
Wow, bravo. I got to say, Josh, you killed that. Like, your accent stayed on point the entire time. And that whole 69 thing, that was well done. All right, Evelyn.
All right, and I follow that up with Frederica Jones. Frederica Villalba is an incredible artist. She has done all of our character art along with our DM art. So if you see any of our character art here on Greyhawk Awakening, our character art on our Rune Lord stream on Sunday, that's all Frederica. You can check her out on her Instagram. She does all sorts of beautiful stuff. She's awesome.
All right. And Amanda said she just stabbed herself with her sewing needle. She was laughing so hard. That's awesome. And then Trollord Games, makers of Castles and Crusades. They have all kinds of cool content on their website. Steven and Chuck are really, really good folks, and they are really bringing a revival of old school D&D gaming. Their system is clean. It's very easy to adopt. It is very user-friendly and powerfully old school D&D style. It is featured on our Friday Night Crusades by Robert Phantom NJ, and you can see that here on our Blue Box Discord. We love Trollord Games, and all of our sponsors. To you, we say thank you. And thank you to Robert for the gift subs. Also, I saw Patrick, Ancient Gamer, Evelyn, he gave us some stuff for the players.
Yeah, it's for Vivi.
All right, so
He
let's
gave
see here.
her,
Well, there's a +2 group initiative.
Yeah, and then he gave Vivi a
An
inspiration.
inspiration. All right. So we have a group initiative bonus and an inspiration given by Canadian Ancient Gamer. Thank you. And by the way, he is one of the major sources of our gifts tonight. So we're giving away this Lightning Source reprint of 3rd edition Chainmail by Gary Gygax. This is really cool, old school. You want to know what the roots of D&D were? This is what you want. And we're going to give this away tonight. Very, very cool. And then, actually, this is from Josh. This is from our friend NPC Voices and all of the cool stuff that he dropped off at my house when he came for Blue Box Con. And so we're giving away this young white dragon miniature tonight as well. And so we'll have both of those set up for later tonight. Let's jump into what happened last time, player intros, and then we're going to get right into some D&D tonight. I can't wait. All right, so let's go quickly, and we'll go in reverse order. Let's start with you, Evelyn. Tell us about your player.
Hello, I play Alondra Tovain. She is a level 5 half-elven Beastmaster Ranger. She travels around with the goodest boy, Phineas, and she bonded a little bit with Lilith last week over her tooth collection. So
That was a lot of fun. All right, Josh.
Josh, hi. I play Brimstone. I'm a half-ogre fighter of the 7th, almost 8th level, hoping to survive this session. Like milk, my friends, and I guess I like tentacles for this session.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a calamari, right? All right, let's go to you, Terry.
Oh, hi. I am Bryn Autumncrest. I am a level 5 half-elf cleric who really enjoys finding lots of plants and herbs and mushrooms whenever I can and add them to my pockets. And so far, I look up to Mr. Bryn. His leadership has really showed me some new things in life.
Wow, okay, very nice. Rory.
Yeah, so my name's Gimbal. I'm all of 3'1", wizard amazingness with better friends all the time. I just went completely blank.
All right, let's go to you, Vivi.
You're a wizard.
Yeah, so I'm a wizard. You see that even we intelligent ones have moments. I'm a gnome, that's why I'm so short, and exploring some new opportunities at the moment with all the creepy stuff going on.
Nice. Vivi.
Hello, my name is Evie. My character is now I'm having residual brain fart from Gimbal.
Crop dusted you.
Damn it. Lilith is a level 7 wild elf Grugak druid, trying to make friends with the first person who has ever not looked in disdain at her handful of teeth. Londra, and last session she was Krakow Lilith. Lilith now, her current life goal is to become the Death Llama.
I'm still waiting for the Death Llama. Pat Draws did such a good job with it. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, TTRPG Academy. You and Robert and everyone else, Kayla, you guys have helped us get up to a level 3 hype train. Now we're working on level 4. And we cannot say thank you enough. We love this community, and you guys make everything so much better when we stream our game. Let's go to what happened last time. I also want our Monster Sunday. So we're going to do Monster Sunday first, and then we'll go to what happened last time, and then we're going to jump right into tonight's exciting session. So this will be, oh my gosh, look at that. Thank you so much. We are 48% of a level 4 hype train already. I cannot believe it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Josh, give us Monster Sunday.
Yeah, sure. Sure.
Prepared as always.
Did you have one this week, Josh?
It's fine. I'll make one out.
Nope, we didn't.
So,
He had one last week, and I didn't ask him, so.
did not have one last week either.
I thought you did. No? Okay, all right.
It's been 2
Coming
weeks.
out from the bushes, it rushes, it whooshes, it howls, it hoots, and it's coming for your throat. Get all ready as you get into the boat. Get away from land before you can't stand. its claws sharper than beak, leaving you bloodied, unable to speak. What creature is it?
All right. Guesses in the chat. A bear bug? Owl bear? No. Oh, thank you, Patrick. That gives me an advantage. Mark that down. I will be using that tonight, I assure you. All right. Thank you for that. What else? We got Tim's tongue remover. Awesome.
Lilithosaurus.
A hook horror, a man bear pig, Jonosaurus, a politician.
I'm surprised my wife has not.
My
popped
ex-wife.
Up too. Yeah, typically my
Yeah, I
ex-wife
know.
always pops up. in
It
these.
does. All right, Josh, has anyone got it right?
Yes.
Who?
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's-
So it was who's the first part of adventure? It's an owl bear.
Owl bear.
Good
Well
job,
done.
Thomas.
Bravo. All right, Vivi, thank you for all of your contributions. I think your laughter and your tears are the best part of what we do here at Blue Box, and I'm hoping we're going to elicit some tears from you tonight. We are glad to have Terry back, who missed last week. Glad to have Rory back, who missed 2 weeks ago. Glad to have Josh back, who's been mentally absent for the last several sessions. And I think tonight we are about to have a great game. So, Evelyn, tell us what happened last time.
All right, so last time we started off fighting 2 rust monsters who were quickly dispatched between Phineas, its jaws, and Alondra's arrow. After that happened, there was a bit of exploration either direction. We decided to go with the path
Of most resistance.
most obstructed. Alondra broke a silver wire and didn't really figure out what that was all about, but a floating eye, decided to come check things out and then disappeared after Gimble's mage hand kind of tried to see what was up. Then they decided to try to go through the bars with Lilith, checking stuff out. At 5:30 last week, we put a raptor on the table, just as a note.
With a crocodile.
The bars were finally broken open by Brim's strength. He actually managed to break the chain and lock that was holding them in place. And the party continued onward, and they found themselves face to face with a shambling undead thing that warned them off by Halia's message of, "I'm going to hurt everybody you care about," because that's her style. That's what she does. Her favorite thing to threaten everyone with. And then Rin actually finished him off with a channel energy and healed the rest of the party who, needed a little bit of topping off. Then there was some exploration that happened. Lilith swam down and explored, and we learned that one Lilith can hold 4 books in her mouth. And brought them back to Gimble, who found that they were just sort of maintenance schedules and things related to the sewers, which was a little bit of a disappointment. Then there was discussion about how to continue forward. Brim actually ended up lifting everybody upward, trying to use Lilith as a ramp there briefly. But everyone made their way up. Then there was some bonding over teeth as Lilith offered some to Alondra, and then Brim actually continued forward, spoke a little bit with Gimble, and then peeked into the next room where there was tentacles coming from the water.
Tentacles from the water.
Yeah. And we discovered quickly that it seemed to be responding to any noises. After many tests, rocks were thrown, various things were thrown in. Lilith conjured a crocodile inside the room with the tentacles, which was immediately destroyed by the tentacled creature or whatever it is. And Brim has found himself in the room with everybody deciding that they were going to try to make their way through quickly. And that was kind of where we ended last time in combat with this thing that... Mystery.
That's it. Well done. And thank you, Pat Draws. Oh my gosh, 2,500. So he's given a restoration to whoever John seems to be gunning for tonight. Don't make me come in there, young man.
And I still have one full heal potion from many moons ago.
Yep.
And trust me, you will require it. All right.
Oh, thanks.
And so with that, we begin tonight. I'm going to kill the ambient music
Players.
here.
Voice of words.
That's just foreshadowing. That's all he's doing.
Exactly.
John, is there a link for the
Tailspire?
Yeah,
Tailspire?
yeah, it's the same. I've summoned everyone's
Same one.
in except
I'm
so I
not.
see you and Josh are not in yet.
Yeah,
Should
I don't
be.
know the link number.
It's the Blue Box General.
Yeah, Blue. It
Okay.
should be the same one from last week. I didn't send
I
out.
wasn't
have-
here
He
last
wasn't here
week.
last week. Oh, wait, where did we
I
put
have
that?
I have Phineas's
Don't
token.
get
but I
salty
do-
with me, Terry. I'll
No,
just
no,
kill
it's
you
just-
right away.
I was reminding you.
I have Phineas's token, but I don't have Alondra's currently. Just so you know.
Let me see
So
if I can
now it
find
says waiting on GM.
Oh,
All
did
right.
you
And
find
get
it?
some of you.
I'm
Did
gonna
you find it,
summon
Terry?
again?
Yes.
There we
Okay.
go. Now I've got you
There.
in.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. So
I
you
got
should be
you.
locked into a view right now. Yes.
I'm
No.
not saying anything.
Yes.
Water.
Locked in
I'm
on
just
the
I'm just
Bryn.
Phineas right now.
Oh no.
Yeah, I can see Phineas, and that's it. He
I'm
don't
looks
locked
see
good.
in on
anything,
the
I
Bryn
just see
that
water.
died.
All right. Hang on.
And Alondra's missing.
I know. Hang on. We're just getting started. All right.
He's
So
already
Again,
stressed.
killed us.
again foreshadowing.
Right?
exactly.
There
All right. So let's
really don't like
give
that
this
tentacle in my
control
face.
here. Yeah. All right. You should have Alondra now, Evelyn.
I
And-
don't.
Well, I just assigned it to you.
It says she's the wolf.
I'm wolfishous.
Let me do it
Wolf
again. GM
vicious,
tools,
gnome tinker,
player
game master,
permission.
player.
No, you are assigned to Alondra.
She's not even showing up on my map right now.
Yeah, she's showing up on yours, John, but not ours.
Not ours. Are you in like a DM view of some sort?
Are we? Oh, yeah. I just see Phineas and Brim.
I see
No.
Phineas, Gimble, and Brim. Gimble's standing in the
Yeah.
walkway, and then Brim's inside the room with the.
All right.
the-
Yep.
Well,
I see
good.
it.
Let's just go ahead and let's kill you. And we'll re-add you.
Yes. No.
Yes.
She's
Done.
gone.
I think there's something funky going on there, so we'll try it.
So maybe Brim and Yolanda should switch places.
Yeah, probably not.
Um,
No, I don't think so.
No.
Hang on here real quick.
He's a maniac. Maniac. Uh-oh.
All right, let's try assigning this again. Player
There we
permission.
go.
Now do you have
Still
her,
not seeing,
Evelyn?
I'm still not seeing her on the map.
I saw that one pop on my screen.
Yeah, I'm not seeing her.
I see her now.
I literally see Phineas, Gimble, and Brim, and that's it.
Yeah, I
Right.
see. Yep.
Gimble just moved and
Yeah.
back and forth. Yeah, I
Okay.
literally don't.
I just shot magic missiles at her.
Ooh, I just saw missiles.
I would.
Oh, yeah. I see it. Oh, there you are.
Yeah, everybody
Hey,
sees
man.
you.
Not me.
I can't see her.
I
can
can't
see
see
her.
me and
On,
Terry.
I can.
Stop
I can
hitting her with magic missiles.
It's too easy.
I can.
mean,
I
I
can,
can- I can
see
just
her on
look in the-
Twitch.
All right.
Yeah, I can
Well,
look at the
see it on
Twitch.
Twitch. I
Yeah,
don't know why
yeah,
we can't
just-
see
just-
ourselves.
yeah.
I'm fine with that.
Yeah, let's just go
Brim
with
has
that for
learned
now.
magic since last session.
I will just control Phineas since he's the most important part of my party
Yeah,
anyway.
Clearly is. Yes, exactly.
Where is Lilith? Oh,
All right.
she's right there, apparently.
And with that, we begin tonight. You reside currently spelunking through the sewers beneath the free city of Greyhawk in search of what has been causing disappearances. And as you've gone further, and was well said by Evelyn, clearly this is connecting to what you've been struggling with since your early days in Hamlet. And you can feel the presence of Halia in this place. Most notably with the undead that mocked you and threatened harm to those that you loved. As you approached this chamber and tried to move your way through, it was Brim that stepped through the chamber and now is confronted face to face with this massive tentacle that floats above the water. And let me grab this shot here. There you go. And we go to initiative. I think, Bryn, we did this last time, but we're going to start it over again, just to give our viewers the enjoyment of watching it happen. And here we go.
Who's rolling?
You are, because you're the only
you
one in
are.
combat right now.
I don't want to.
Can
We
we
have
get
the
Evelyn to
group
roll?
initiative if you need it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, we
the
might need
+2.
it. I rolled a 3, so
DM has a 6.
never mind.
It's not gonna even help. The two
Cool.
is two.
Cool.
All right. Bryn, as you step on the platform, you see this monstrous tentacle, green, slimy covering of scales on one side. The back of it seems to be of a nauseous yellow hue. You can smell these odors that bubble up from beneath the water, and the water's roiled with other tentacles. You can dimly make out some larger subsection of the creature that moves beneath, but behind these pillars to your left. And this tentacle smacks up towards you. All right, what is your CMD? It hits, and it's
That's
trying to
what I'm
grapple you.
CMD is your strength plus what again?
Your base attack bonus, your strength, and your dex,
That's what it was. Yeah, so that is going to be a.
and and then a 10 as well added to that.
Okay, so with a -1 in dexterity, haha, that is going to be an 11.
An 11. Oh.
Oh, so 21.
I was gonna say that seems low. 21
sorry,
makes
so
sense.
21.
21 total. All right. Brim, as soon as you step through and
Yeah.
this tentacle rears up, you feel it. It laps around your legs and waist, and it yanks you down into the water. Gimbal, you see Brim vanish and fall beneath the water. Brim, you take. You feel these sharp hooks on the ends of the tentacle. As it wraps you, it constricts, it squeezes. Even with your monstrous frame, you feel your hips being pulled together, your legs being cinched. The hooks bite into your thighs, and you take 18 points of damage. All right. Now we will.
Okay.
Gimbal, you're standing right there. What do you do, Gimbal?
Can I see Brim under the water?
No, he vanished beneath the water.
Is it too late to go home?
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but yeah, probably.
All right. Ren will remember this.
No, he won't. He'll be dead.
Oh,
Too soon?
yes.
Nope. Come on, Oracle, make it happen.
So what are you gonna do, Gimbal?
How far? Can I tell how far it
Speak
is
quietly.
to the other side? I wish I would have thought about this last week. Oh my goodness.
To the other side. What do you mean?
To where the door is.
Dylan, did you?
Oh, so it's a 100-foot long chamber, but there is a bit of stone ledge here. Here, let me grab this shot and focus you on it so you can see. There's a bit of a stone ledge here, that's what Brim was actually going for before the tentacle reached up and snagged him. And so that stone ledge is right here where my light is shining. It goes along this area.
Yeah. Oh, man.
The stench of the sewer is almost overwhelming as the creature roils. You hear bubbling, and there's a bit of a noxious, almost flatulent sound that bubbles up from the water.
And who is, because I can't see it on my screen, who is directly behind me? I know everyone's
Bryn.
kind of close, but
Ren was closest because
Okay.
he had talked to Brim right before that. And I think Lilith and Alondra are kind of close as well, but
That's right.
Ren
oh, there we go.
Yeah, so I've grabbed
Okay.
the shot again for you. You should be able to see everyone now.
Yes.
Phineas growls. A call comes up behind you. What has happened to
will-
Brim?
I'll urgently look back at everyone, and my hands will immediately start to move. And unlike when you know, at least Lilith for sure has become would know that when I'm casting illusionary spells, there tends to be a blue glow around my hands. But this time, you start to see almost as if my hands are being covered in darkness and almost disappearing. And as I utter some arcane words, almost like a shadow overtakes my body as you hear me yell out, "Brim has been taken under. I can't see him. I'm finding an answer." And I disappear and reappear over at that door with Shadow Step.
Okay, so it's by which door?
The door on the other side of that chamber.
All right, and the distance for your shadow step is what?
Let me double check, but it should be 120, 140 feet.
It's enough. Just kidding.
It's 100 feet. Range medium, 100 feet plus 10 per level, so 140 feet.
Okay, yeah, so you can definitely do that. So I'm going to break you over here and drop you right there. You appear, and let me grab this shot so you can see it. Hang on here. You appear on the opposite side. In fact, I'm going to grab the whole view here of the window so you can see the full view. Hang on. There you go. You suddenly appear on the opposite side of the room. Your feet are in about 3 feet, or no, pardon me, about 18 inches of water. So it comes up to your hip.
If I have the distance, I wouldn't want to be. If the door is the door open or closed?
It's open. It's open.
I want to be in the door jamb or a little bit further if possible. I don't want to be in this room.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'll put you right there in the door jamb. Can you see it?
Gibble's out.
Bad things happen in this room.
Can you see it there, Gimbal? I'm gonna grab this again so you can see. Yeah. So you have again about water up to your hips, and you are right in the jamb of the door. To the opposite side, you see this tentacle. There's another tentacle in between. The water roils right here beneath the surface. You can see something that's about to come up. Gases bubble, noxious fumes roil, and we go to the rest of the party now. All right, let's go to you. Rin, what are you doing?
That's a great question, John. Glad you brought that up.
Only kind I asked.
Well, Rin seeing Brim get taken is going to step through that doorway and see if he can see anything.
All right. You step through the doorway. You see a ledge. Do you drop down to the ledge where Brim was a moment ago?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Hang on here. Find where I just dropped you.
And while I'm oh, you killed me already? Give me time. While I'm dropping down, I'm gonna just call back over my shoulder. We need to find him, and we need to find him now.
All right, Brim, you are pulled deeper and deeper beneath the water. The tentacle flips you around in circles. You feel air bursting in your lungs, white hot fire roiling through it's getting very, very close already. You were not prepared. You had no time to breathe. You had no time to inhale. You had no time to prep yourself, and you are deluged, submerged beneath the water. As you pop out, and Terry, I've just reassigned you to this mini.
Yeah. Oh, I can.
Yeah. This guy here. Yeah. And let me go back to this view. So you see this tentacle drop beneath the water as it pulls Brim under, and you see nothing of him. What are you doing?
I see nothing of him. That is highly unfortunate. I'm going to... Did I move too far, or can I cast a spell?
No. Yeah, you stepped through. That wasn't too far at all.
Okay. Then I'm going to cast Sanctuary on myself.
Okay. You cast Sanctuary?
And so you see, after Rin has jumped down and after he's shouted to the group, he begins to move his hands in a pattern in front of him. His shield of Pelor in his hand, a small glowing aura starts from his hands and begins to cover over his entire body.
Nicely done. All right. Now we're going to come back to the remainder of the party. And Elandra, what are you doing?
All right, so heard that Brim has disappeared. So she's going to step to the doorway or the opening there. And she's going to try to see if she can see any shape of this creature because she did see the tentacle before through the opening. She's going to see if she can spot any sight of this creature anywhere.
Okay. All right. So you peer through. Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
All right. Perception. That's a dirty 20.
All right. You see the large tentacle that grabbed Brim. It's swirling under the water. It's turning, almost like a death roll that you would see done by an alligator as it pulls Brim under the water and rolls him around. But you do see about 30, 40 feet, so toward the middle of the room, there's a large body mass of this creature that seems to be coming from beneath the water and revealing itself. But
Okay,
it's
so
not
it's
above
a
the
little
water
bit.
yet. Yeah, it's
Okay.
still, yeah.
And you said 30, 40 feet?
Yes.
Okay, then Elandra's going to pull an arrow and shoot it at the creature.
Nat
All right.
20 right here. Nat 20 right here.
All right,
Come on.
roll to hit. You can't always count on an Evelyn nat 20. It can't happen every time.
Come
And it
on.
definitely doesn't happen every time.
Come on! I believe in you. I love you.
That's 26 to hit.
20. That's a hit. So you actually sight this brown, dark sort of. It looks shaggy beneath the water. It looks like fur or tentacle, something waving beneath the water. You sight it. It's just below the surface of the water. Your arrow pierces, hits. Roll
That's
damage.
9 points of damage.
All right. You see red swirling on the surface of the water. You have damaged the creature. Now let's go to you, Lilith.
So everybody is not by the entrance, or just Evelyn is by the entrance.
No, Evelyn is by the entrance, and I'm gonna grab the screen.
I'm in D&D, y'all.
All right, so here, let me grab this.
So there's enough room for me to move past her, correct?
Yes, yeah, you could. And in fact, I'll show you here. If you look at your screen, you should be seeing there's a bit of an angle here you can get around. I'll put the light up on it. She is looking through those bars, but there's room to pass through. Phineas is standing right by her side, but he's made no move to go through.
And is Terry in the way as well, or no?
Oh, well, you'd have to get up there in the
Terry?
window to see. There is no...
Yeah, so I would, with the sight of Brim going into the water, she'd move very quickly through there, obviously trying not to bump into anybody. If she can get around Elandra and Rin, she'll get onto that same platform. I can't move me because I can't see me on Tailspire.
I don't know why that is. That's so odd.
Yeah, I'm having the same problem still, so.
But is everyone else seeing yours, or is it just the two of them, or all of you?
Just see Ren and Elandra and Phineas.
I only see the wolf, Bryn, and same one. Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't see Lilith.
I don't see myself.
All right, let me try...
You just got dropped in the water.
You know
Did
what?
I get dropped in the water too? No.
No, you're fine.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, so what Lilith will do is she'll try to move past Elandra and Rin as best as she can as soon as she's on the platform, and she looks quickly around to see if she can see Brim at all. The second she does not see Brim, she is going to leap into and dive into the water while shaping into a shark.
Ooh, very nice.
Snap.
Now, Iculus, Josh said I got advantage. Did I miss that?
Yeah, you got it that earlier.
Oh, I got just the one? I saw that one. Is there another one?
Yeah, no,
sure?
I think that's the only one that I've seen.
Are you sure? I think there's more. I'm pretty sure there's more.
Yeah, shut up.
All right. So Lilith, you drop into the water. Yeah, that's easy for you to do. No problem there with spacing and timing. And you shapeshift into a shark. And so we're going to drop a shark in the water here. I'm pretty sure we have one.
Short.
Good.
If you want, you could put a dinosaur.
Yeah,
easy.
you can put a megalodon in there.
I can give you a donkey. All right, no, we
I love
don't.
donkeys.
We're gonna go with another crocodile
donut?
here, but we know what you actually are. You are a shark.
Oh, what about the
I
pterodactyl?
would do
Thank
Death
you,
Llama.
Pat66.
Oh, thank you.
You'll have an
for
advantage.
heavens. I needed that.
Wait, what did he do?
You gave us an
gave us
all
advantage.
advantage.
Oh no, Pat! Stop
Pat.
that!
Except
Pat,
for you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Oh, assault alpaca.
I would if
Death llama.
Death llama right here, but I can't. That
Breathe
llamas
water.
can't swim.
Well,
Yep.
llamas
True.
can breathe water.
What?
Yeah.
It's a mer
You mean-
llama.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's called drowning.
Exactly.
I didn't say they lived. I said they can breathe
All
water.
right. So Vivi, do you see your crocodile now? Do you have control of him?
Crocodilus.
Oh yes, I see.
All right. So can
I
you control
see
it?
it.
Bacchus.
And you're a shark, but you look, and there's Brim down there in the water with you. There you go. You got it. All right. And-
Quick question:
yes.
as I enter the water, do I have sights on Brim?
Yes, as soon as you drop in the water, you can see Brim. He is bound up by this massive tentacle. There's blood that is swirling in the water, streams of crimson coming off of his body, his legs. Looks like he's tightly bound, and the creature is thrashing him around in circles. You see another tentacle that is quickly snapping over towards you here, coming around those pillars to do the same.
Okay.
All right. Call. He turns. He runs. And he leaps right on the platform where Lilith, where Vivi just was, where Lilith left. And he comes around and lands right by Rin. Hang on here. Get him there. Lands right by Rin. And that concludes the party. All right.
Is Brim's turn just pretty much being wrapped up in the tentacles?
No. So Brim, what do
Okay.
you do?
Brim would like to try and break out of these tentacles, or if he can, I don't think he can swing his sword, so just trying to break out of them.
All right. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Okay. Strength check. Come on, baby. Come on. All right. So just a straight strength check, CMD, base attack bonus. Just strength.
Yeah. No. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna roll your CMB, please. Sorry, I was distracted for a moment.
CMB, you are good. CMB, I totally know what that is. Playing for all
Combat
this time.
maneuver bonus.
Yeah, that thing. Looking at it on my
Thank
sheet.
you,
I have it
Pat.
somewhere.
Plus
Well,
two
I
intelligence.
rolled an
bonus to
18 on the die, plus my strength, which will be a 23, plus my
Okay,
base
your CMB is your base attack bonus plus your
Yeah.
ability, your strength modifier.
Right.
That's what I thought. Cool. So that's going to be a 29.
A 29. You grab
Or no,
hold.
30. Sorry.
A 30? You grab hold. You pull the. Your strength is incredible. You rip it. You feel a pop, 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 pop as the hooks rip from your skin. You take another 16 points of damage. Blood swirls in the water, but you come free of the tentacle. You manage to rip it out of your off your legs, and now we go to initiative again.
All right, and that goes to Rin now.
Yeah,
since,
Rin,
Bryn-
and the DM has another 6. I'm hot on initiative.
Am I allowed to, climb up and try and get away?
You will be when it's your turn, yes.
No, come on.
And Rin got a 1, so
All right. So you feel the tentacle as it wraps itself lovingly around you. There's a second one, and the second tentacle is going for 1 to 3 Lilith. 4 to, they're both after Brim. Brim, the blood in the water. They are very much excited. And the first one, yeah, so you have no dex bonus. You know, you're struggling to move through the water. You start reaching up. You feel whack! Another tentacle strikes you beneath the water. And oh. All right, not a fumble, but you are, so the CMD does not hit, it does not grab you, but you still take 8 points of damage. The second tentacle smacks towards you, and as it does so, that's also a hit, and it tries to bind you and wrap you up, and this one does grab you. You are pulled back beneath the water now by the second tentacle. From this one, you take only 12 points of damage, but it is 12 points of damage. And you can see from where you're angling there, Evelyn, that Elandra sees this beast that is below the water, pops its head up, and I'll reveal it here to you. And now you can see it. It comes up above the water, multiple tentacles, a huge maw of teeth, and it's pulling closer and closer, and you see these tentacles start trying to pull Brim toward it. And now we're going to go to Brim. You're up first.
So am I able to attack at all, this creature?
Yeah, so it's got you by the legs. You can, so you have a choice. You can either try to break the grip, or you can attack. But again, it's very slow moving underneath the water. You can't really swing a blade beneath the water. You could stab down, but you're feeling, and your lungs are bursting now. You're gonna start taking oxygen deprivation damage.
If I was to get myself free, would I have enough time to try and climb up and away?
Yes.
Bryn's been hit real hard this past bit, and he can't take many more of those.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to use advantage, and I'm going to try and break free again and try and climb away.
All right.
Okay, same score from last time, 30.
All right. You break the grasp. As you pull it off again, pop, 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 the claws, 9 more points of damage. The water is now cloudy with your blood. And go ahead, and you're going to make a climb check. The rocks are slick. You're in the midst of combat. This is not going to be easy, but go ahead and make your climb check.
Okay. Let's see. Did the whole party only have one advantage? Nope, initiative bonus. Never mind. Okay, then this is straight roll. Here we go. Climb check. Okay. Not horrible. That is going to be a 22.
A 22. Okay. You, Rin, and also Call, see Brim, blood streaming off of his body. Reaver is tucked beneath one arm. He's pulling his way up the stones, his hands slipping. He's gasping for breath as he pulls himself up, and we're going to go to you, Rin.
Is he within 20 feet of me?
Yeah, he's within like 10 feet of you. And I'll grab another shot and link it. You should be able to see it pretty clearly here now what the combat looks like. So you've got Brim right here climbing up. This is Rin here in the corner. The creature has manifested itself. Its tentacles. We have Brim, or pardon me, Gimbal is at the opposite side of the hallway.
So Rin is going to lay down on his stomach. And he's going to begin moving his hands and begin to say some words. And a mist is going to envelop me, Call, and Brim. I'm casting Obscuring Mist.
All right. As you cast Obscuring Mist, you see this white, misty substance coming up from the water, obscuring everything. There's a chill damp that is in contrast to the humid, wet scent that's all over this chamber. And it definitely has interfered. Now we're going to go to Shark Lilith.
Is Brim? He's kind of half in the water, correct?
Correct. Like he's scaling up the side of this wall here.
Just seeing everything that happened with Brim, Lilith will move to protect him and attack the tentacle that's closest to him with a bite.
Okay, roll to hit.
Okay. 13, and then I have, what is it? Bite plus 5, so 18 total.
Yeah, that's a hit because you're at the base. There is very little dexterity bonus here. This thing is very, it's a huge. I mean, it's not hard to hit. It's a big, huge tentacle base coming up from the pillars. Roll your damage.
Okay.
Yummy seafood. Calamari.
9 points total.
Okay.
And can I move as much as I possibly can?
Yeah.
I would like to stay close to the base of the tentacle.
But where are you trying to move? You can move 10
Like
feet with a full attack, so you can move.
Oh, okay.
Well, actually, in shark form, no, I'm going to take that back because you're a shark. I'm going to give you 25 feet of movement. You're very fast. So what do you want to do?
There's a pillar that's just over here. I'd like to get in between the wall and the pillar if I can.
Okay, so moving toward the bulk or the body of the creature?
Yeah, just against the wall there. Like, whoop.
There you go. All right, you got it.
Myself there.
Yeah, you got it. Okay. Well done. All right, and so you do that. And as the obscuring mist obscures, now we're going to go to you, Elandra.
All right, so I'm still above everybody since I'm higher up. So she's
Correct.
she's just gonna fire another arrow towards this creature that's now fully visible above the surface of the water. And I'm gonna roll this one with advantage.
All right, roll to hit.
That is a 28 to hit.
That is a hit. And you can now see it's fully above the water, so it's a pretty easy target for you.
Okay.
And
And that's another 10 points of damage from Elandra.
ooh, all right. Ouch. All right. You see the creature then begins to kind of move backward. The tentacles start to pull away just a bit. It's still engaged, but it's been stung. And you see it starting to pull back. Phineas is growling, just waiting for your word, your command, but he still sits there doing nothing. Do you give him a command, or is he just going to stay?
Phineas would, let's see, what would he even do? There's not room on that platform down there, so until there's space for him to get down, because
there
you
really
would have seen
isn't.
everyone drop down. As soon as there's space for him, he'll drop down. So he's just waiting for his chance to get down as soon as he can see anything.
Okay. All right. Now we'll come back to Call. And Call, let me get the right view here. This one. No, this one. All right. Call runs and leaps for that ledge. And let's just see here how he does on that. Okay, Call. All right, so you see the swarthy warrior. He runs, he kicks both feet up against the wall, leaps up, grabs this ledge, and as he grabs the ledge, he begins to scale along it, moving. You can see kind of his intent. He's definitely getting closer to the body of the creature as he moves along this ledge. And has anyone not gone this round?
I don't think I have.
All right,
Gimbal has it.
Gimbal.
Gimbal
All
has
right,
it.
thank you. Gimbal, go ahead.
What do I see in the other room?
All right. As you look through, Gimbal, you see a waterway. In fact, let me just get this here, and I'll grab your shot so you can see it a little bit better. You see a waterway that looks like it ends in another grate, another door behind.
Does it look like I can get through it?
Oh,
so
yeah.
This other room is also filled with water then, or is that just because you have to?
No, it's got water, but it's the same depth. It's about 18 inches of water. It's easily walkable for you. It's not deep as some of the areas of this room were.
And I can tell that there's not one of these creatures in this other room.
Well, I mean, you can tell the room's not big enough for what's in this room. So I'll put it that way.
It's just one of those questions you got to ask.
Sure. So when you look into that room, let me grab another screenshot here for you so it's a little bit easier. You see there is an iron door on one side and a grate on the other. The room is probably only 13, 14 feet wide. It's not a huge room.
Why? Why always tempt me? Why? Okay. Okay.
What are you doing, Gimbal?
Big nasty thing in this room. Only one way to the other room that we can go. Lilith found a way that we can't go. There's gotta be an answer somewhere. I will...
Thank you, Six Sides of Gaming. Welcome, first-time chatter.
my hand shaking, looking over where Bryn was. The distance is it's 100 feet, 100 whatever. It's a distance. Hearing some splashes, whether from the creature or from others. Looking in the room, seeing the door, seeing the grate. Reach into my satchel, think about it, pull out a brass key as I start to utter some more words, thrusting the key forward, slowly, precisely, turning it in the air and casting open on the door.
Okay. All right. So you should all be seeing the screen now, which gives you sort of the full view of the game board. If you're not seeing that, let me know. We have Gimbal here on this side, the creature, which is pulled back after taking 2 of Alandra's arrows. And then we have Brim scaling up this area here. We have Kal moving along the wall. We have Rin standing on the platform on his belly, having cast Obscuring Mist. And we have Shark Lilith moving beneath the waters. Can everyone see that, by the way?
I can on Twitch.
Yes, on Twitch. Yeah.
What are you seeing on Tailspire?
Phineas right now. It's not going to any sort of locked view for me.
Me neither, but I have the same exact view up.
I can see it, and I can move around.
Fascinating. All right, so there's something funny going on here. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll figure it out. No worries tonight. And yeah, so you can see the distance there. You're measuring it. All right.
What's 15 tiles? How does what?
Times
So
5.
5. So that's 75 feet for 15 tiles.
Okay, times 5. Okay, gotcha.
All right, so Gimbal, you cast your spell, and as you cast the spell, you see the door does indeed open, and I'm going to try to pull this up for you. I don't know why you guys aren't getting these. Maybe I just have too many. Let me delete all these. Maybe I have too many of them. I've never done this many before, and we're still learning. This amazing tool is super fun. Thank you for all the compliments in the chat. A lot of people are loving it, but it is also still new. We're still in beta as well, so it is something that we're all working through, and we're going to be probably using some actual physical minis and terrain today as well as the players move on, but we love this tool also. All right, so hang on there, and let me grab that shot. All right, did that lock you guys into Gimbal's view this time?
No,
I'm coming back in.
Okay.
I can still move around the map as per normal. Like, I'm not locked in any way, shape, or
Okay, all right, that's fine. We'll keep going. All right, so Gimbal, you do see the door opens, and there is a stairway that is lit in amber hues of a candle behind it.
Stairway going up or down?
Up.
Yes.
You still have movement.
I'll give another look back at the group. I will, but for a split fraction of a second, pause, sigh, and move towards the stairs.
All right. You splash through the water, moving, and as you do so, you hear the screams of the party behind you, the gurgling of Bryn as he's come up out of the water and tries to move up the side of the ledge, and you are moving now toward that door. We're going to go to initiative.
How close do I get?
Okay.
Being I cast a spell, I can move 10 feet. Am I 10 feet away, or how close am I to the door?
No, you're going to be right at the edge of the door. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
It would be Gimbal's initiative this time.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, guys.
Can't roll worse than a 1.
True. Thank you for making me feel better on today's episode.
We also have the higher initiative.
Yeah, we have a +2
You
depending
still
on
have
what
that
John rolls.
as well. Yes, exactly. All right. Who's rolling? You are all right. The DM has a 2.
Bye.
Yeah. Finally.
Gimbal
Oh my
saves the
God.
day.
All right.
Well, hang on a second. We're still in a pit of doom here. Like, I don't know what you're talking about saving the day.
All right, Bryn, you managed to slide your way up on top of the platform, heaving, your chest swollen with fire and barely able to remain even sort of savvy with all the pain that your blood streaming off of your legs, still pooling in the water. The tentacles are closing in around you on either side. Rin, you see, remarkably, is on his belly, but it's difficult to see through this haze of fog and mist.
Bryn is gonna move back through the door. He's got to catch his breath. He's gonna move back in and just kind of chill in the door. Right beside Alondra, just kind of like collapsing through.
All right, Rin, you see Bryn. He bursts through the door to the side, goes back through the grate, even as Call. We'll go to Call next. Call is going to move a good solid 60 feet. That's going to get him right here to that edge. He's now parallel, and you see him turn, both blades drawn, as he preps for what is clearly about to be an ill-advised leap toward the creature. So that is
He
Call.
didn't learn his lesson from last time.
So that is Call as he's on the edge, standing. It's slippery, and actually, yeah, I should have made a check for him. Hang on here, because he's running along a very... Okay, that's better for him. Yeah, very nice. He dances nimbly along that ledge and makes his way parallel with the creature. You see him gather to his haunches, both blades out, and now we're going to go back to Rin. Rin, in your obscuring mist, the haze, you see the tentacles are flailing. They do seem to be guided by not just scent, but by sight, and they're struggling right now through the mist. What are you doing?
All right, since this is all simultaneous action, as Bryn ran by me, could I have grabbed him momentarily
Of course, yeah.
and cast my so in the mist, Bryn runs by, and I'm still holding my Disc of Palor in my hand, and just as you pass by, I grab your arm for a second and utter words that I have said many times before as I've healed travelers in Hardby, and I cast Cure Serious Wounds.
As you rush past to get your breath, you feel the healing power of Pelor once more, that warm ambient touch. and you feel your wounds being bound to the tune of.
Yeah, I rolled the wrong dice the first time. I'm a numpty. Okay, let me grab the correct ones this time. There we go. It is 19 points of healing.
I will take that.
Man, stop doing that accent, Josh. I hate it. All right. As you leap through the portal, you feel this healing power. Some of the wounds on your legs are bound. Now we're going to go back to Lilith. Shark Lilith, you are deep in the water. Let me free you up, or if you're not already free, you should be.
I'm free.
All right.
Born free as free. Okay, sorry. How far can I move as a shark and still cast a spell?
Well, wait a minute. If the
She can cast spells
I
in
can cast
shark
spell
form.
in shark form.
She has that
Yes,
feat.
sir, I do. I have a natural spell. So
She did it with the stone shaping last time in the dungeon.
I did. Don't tell me no.
Okay.
Don't tell me. Don't come for me.
I shall
I'll
not
take that
come
back
for
with
you
me.
or tell you no. Yeah, I mean, you're a freaking shark. You're fast. So you can get. Let's see here. Let's pull you over this way.
Hey.
You can.
The crocodile's flying.
Yeah, you can.
I'm actually a shark.
Yeah, she's a
Fine,
shark.
It's
Yeah.
like a free willy, like the.
The megalodon. It's fine.
All right, you are just a few feet away from this monstrosity.
Okay, I would like to hug the wall if I can.
Okay, hug the wall.
Okay, so hang on 1 second.
Sharks have arms to hug with.
No, but she might be Finn.
I do. Okay. How long? How far is? Where is this thing? Is this thing moving away?
It was kind of sliding back slowly. It's not really moving away, but you do see it submerging, and it's just gently backing off. It's not retreating per se, but it's definitely not. It's not enjoying what's happened to it so far with the arrows.
I just need to measure something real quick. 4 point. Hang on. 4.2. 4.3. Is that where he is?
Yes. You can hear
4
the
times 5
gurgling.
is 20.
You see giant teeth, a good 4 feet in length, that seem to close and open around this almost sphincter-like hole in the center of its mouth, and it turns toward you.
Okay, so what Shark or Lilith, or Lilith Shark, you guys can decide. I would like to try to hug the wall as close as possible, and I would like to cast heat metal on this metal pipe that is here at the base, so that it would fall and hit that creature if possible.
All right, so the metal pipe, you're referring to the one that it's sitting right next to, or?
Yes. The one that's
Okay.
up in the air. So if I can get it to heat metal at the bottom and then let it fall.
Okay, all right. Now, you've never done a heat metal beneath water before. You feel a resistance from the elements as you cast your spell. You're fighting against the natural cooling. The heat begins to dissipate through the water. You try to enhance the power of the spell, and we'll come back to you in a moment.
Oh, come on!
Let's go to you, Elandra. You stand next to Bryn.
The creature is still within my arrow range, correct? Okay.
Yep.
So I'm gonna shoot another arrow at it. It's worked okay so far.
Roll to hit.
All right. That's a 30 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. That's another. Helps if I get it in the tray.
The feast
8 points of damage.
Okay, 8 points. As you pull back, it's only the top that's now sticking out of the water. It's actually moving down toward Shark Lilith, and you boom, pop another arrow in the top of the creature. More of its greenish ichor spills into the water, mingling with the red that is now all over the surface of the water from Brim's blood. As Brim pants heavily next to you, even with the healing of Pelor, he's still badly damaged. And now, anyone else that has not gone yet? I think that's everyone.
Did Call go?
Call did. He moved.
Yeah, Call.
He jumped.
Yeah,
Okay.
Call had his.
I went this
movement.
time, right?
Yeah.
Phineas seeing Brim injured is actually going to come over to Brim and try to like be a bit of a reassuring force there and just kind of like sit next to him and like give him a head bonk. Bonk.
He's bleeding everywhere.
Takes 1 point of dexterity.
Yeah, seriously.
It's Diddle! He's doing the best he can.
Yeah, you can't be unkind to the good pup. Right? All right. Lilith. In your shark form, you're beneath the water. You concentrate. You continue to heat the pipe. As you heat the pipe, you see the creature then begins to move back away from it, even as another arrow plunks into its skin. And as it pulls back, we're going to go to one attack from the creature and then initiative. These tentacles, they waft about in the water. And let's see here. They're going to strike out blindly toward Rin. Rin, you hear it slaps up against the wall, a loud smack. Water splatters everywhere, filled with blood, filled with the scent of sewers, but it does not strike you. It is struggling to see where you are in this obscuring mist. And now we go to initiative.
Okay, it's Gimbal again.
Come on, Gimbal. Come on, Gimbal. Come on,
Ooh.
Gimbal. Come on, Gimbal.
DM has a 6.
3.
Oh,
Hey.
All right. Lilith. Another tentacle swings out toward you. Uh-oh. That's a nat 20 on the die. Shark Lilith. We're going to the crit tables now.
Can't hear you.
I can't hear you. So I guess that means he missed. That's great.
He eats his own tentacle.
No, definitely not. That is a crit. And we're going to roll here.
Question, DM, what happens when I crit in shark form?
In shark form, it's still the same. You know, you wouldn't be subject to, for example, dismemberment of a limb that you don't have in shark form. But the basic damage, it depends on the roll, actually. So let's see here.
Okay.
So sharks have like 80 HP, right?
That's a super weak crit. That's a 0-3 on the die, so it's just going to be double damage. A tentacle lashes at you, catches your underbelly beneath the water. You take 28 points of damage as it scratches beneath, pulls at the flesh of the shark, and now your blood mingles in the water. The other two tentacles on this side, they're going to again flop at Rin. Another one slaps the wall, loud thunking wet sound. This one smacks down, actually catches Rin rather, on the back. Sorry, Rin. So Rin, you take 14 points of damage as you feel a tentacle slap the back of your back and rakes down across your buttocks and your hamstrings, doing that damage, bleeding now into the water, and the tentacles go into a frenzy. Now we're going to go to Shark Lilith. What do you do?
So what's going on with that heat metal? Nothing's happening with that pole.
No, it is. It's hot, and the creature is pulling away from it now. So it took damage. You saw it take damage, and it's pulling away from the hot metal.
Okie dokie. Well then, she will try to maneuver herself in a spot that is not back, probably just going back to that same area in between the wall.
Okay.
in between the wall and that one pillar.
Yeah, so you're going to move back away to the other side?
Yes. How do I hold it up? Control? Oh,
yeah. So control lets you lift.
Lift.
Pull.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Oh, perfect. I can be on top of there. That's
Yeah.
out of danger, out of the water.
Perfect.
Okay. So once I will, I can move there and still cast, correct?
Yes, you can.
Okay, then I will cast Crimson Breath.
Oh, Crimson Breath. Read to us what that does. I'm not familiar with that spell.
When you cast the spell, your salvatory glands transform and instantly fill with potent venom.
Okay, yes. We're doing the Death Llama in shark
Death Llama.
form. Okay.
Although I can't be a llama. Like, I wish I had one more wild shape and I could just wild shape to a llama quickly to bite him, and then that would have been great.
Very
but,
nice.
you know, que sera, sera.
Okay, so, all right. Gimbal, let's go to you now. You rush toward the door, and let me get down there where you can see. I don't know where I dropped you. Somewhere. Learning all the time. We're gonna drop a new. We're gonna drop a new gimbal here because I don't know what I did with that one. So we're gonna go gnomes, and right here is a gimbal, and I'll assign him to you. Whoops! No, don't hide him. Okay, and GM tools, player permissions. Where is he? I'm not seeing. Oh, there, right there. Got it. All right. So gimbal, you find yourself at the top of a stairway. Yeah, you got him. And there are 4 cages. In fact, OOC.
Can't hear you again, John.
OOC. This is the. I think the viewers can hear me. I don't know what you guys are having, but something with Zoom. This is the same thing OOC that Lilith saw when she was in form earlier. There are 4 cages, 2 on either side. There is what looks like a bookshelf at the end with a pitcher on the table, several books, a very odd thing to see in the midst of a sewer, and an expensive and ornate-looking wooden chair sits next to it.
Would I recognize this room from Lilith's description of it?
Yeah, you would.
Okay. Do I see anyone at all?
You do not. The room is empty.
And the picture is like what it looks like on here, an actual picture.
Yeah, it's a ceramic. It's a ceramic white pitcher. You can see some condensation even from this point on it. The table is of a lighter wood, perhaps some sort of pine. The chair is of mahogany with rich upholstery on it, and the bookshelf behind contains many tomes, but a few are scattered on the ground. Looks like they might have been knocked around by an alligator.
Not
there
guilty.
better be an answer in here. I'm going to again that moment of a second look back, sigh. Is this water also? This room also has water in it, then?
Yeah, it does. So it's covering about the first 1.5 feet of the cages.
Okay.
The cages are partially submerged, exactly as you see on the screen here. The iron is rusted in spots. The doors are actually they're closed, but they're ajar. They're not actually latched. There's nothing in these cages, though clearly at some point there was. And the water only approaches up the first 2 areas of step.
Okay. After taking that moment of a pause, that sigh, I will move forward 10 feet, because that's all I can move. In a moment of desperation, just almost like defeat, drop to my knees and cast Detect Magic, hoping to find some answer here.
All right. You cast Detect Magic. As you attune yourself to the presence of arcane power, there is nothing in this room, but you sense something so powerful, you recoil, you snap back. There is something behind that wall with the bookshelf of intense magical power.
But okay, and nothing on the bookshelf itself
Nope.
would signal some kind of trigger.
Nope. All right. We're going to come back to the rest of the party now as Gimbal struggles with this puzzle. Rin, what are you doing? Yeah, you've just been raked across the legs by this tentacle. They're still moving around in the mist, but they're getting closer now. They sensed you. Now you feel them honing in.
I'm going to give a grin. Rin will grin.
A grin rim.
Indeed. And I will cast Cure Moderate Wounds on myself.
All right. You cast that. Go ahead and roll.
And that'll heal for... God, I'm terrible. For 10 points of healing.
All right. You call upon Pelor. You receive his healing, although his touch is not as strong as you might have liked. But it is still there nonetheless. Now we come back to Alondra. You stand next to Brim as Phineas nuzzles his buttocks. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, what?
Just look at the height of the minis. It just felt right. Sorry.
All right, cool. So she's just gonna take another shot at the guy above water.
All right, roll to hit. And it's actually submerging. It's getting lower and lower, but you can barely see it kind of up above the top.
23 to hit.
Okay. It skips across the top of the water and does not hit. Brim, what are you doing?
Brim is going to move back through the opening now, kind of freaking hate this. As he's going to like turn back through. And
all right, you want to go ahead and move your mini?
Yep, I got you.
All right. So you step back through the platform. Yes.
Sorry, DM. I
Yes.
just realized I thought Crimson Breath was I had to bite to attack, but it is a ranged spell, so I would have attacked with it.
So it's a ranged spell. It happens all the
Yeah.
Can you read the description for us? Because again, I'm
Yeah,
not familiar
so-
with that spell.
No, yeah, me neither. I was just reading it. So it says range is close, 25 feet plus 5 feet per 2 levels. When you cast this spell, your salvatory glands transform and instantly fill with potent venom. Make a ranged touch attack against a single target in range. If you hit, the target is affected by the dose of breath of the mantis god.
Oh.
The fortitude save DC for this poison is the same as the spell's DC, not the standard save DC for poison.
All right, roll your
sorry,
to hit.
it was breath, so I assumed I had to bite it, but
Yeah, no, I did too. So
Okay,
that's great.
yeah.
So all right, so let's go ahead. So it's still the same last round, right? So this is last
Yes.
round. Go ahead and roll your to hit on your range attack. Thank you so
Okay.
much, everybody. Dragon. No dragons.
no dragon. Nat 20!
Yes.
No way!
All right, roll to confirm.
Okay,
Come on.
come on.
No.
Do it.
Uh,
do
You have an
it.
advantage.
Yeah, don't.
Advantage?
Yes,
I'll
you have an advantage.
I'll roll at advantage. I have a 16 for my first one. Ooh, which one do I want? Oh, Lord.
You get poison.
So-
You get poison. You get.
Poison for everyone! 18?
That 18 total.
Plus, oh.
No,
what do I
it's
get?
your total first attack bonus on range. So it's your base attack plus your dexterity bonus,
Oh, my dex. Okay,
which makes no sense with a shark, but whatever. We're just going to go with
whatever. Plus 3, so 18, 19, 20, 21.
No, your base attack bonus would be more than plus 3.
Oh,
Your-
base attack. Where is that?
Is it your level?
Yeah, it's your
plus-
level.
Plus 5, sorry.
So plus 5, and then your
So
dex.
23? 23 plus dex is 23, 24, 25, 26.
26. That is a crit. All right,
Yes!
roll your percentile dice.
Oh, Lord.
Thank you, Josh. It's about to get a lot more intense, my friend. I promise.
Oh boy.
Oh, I had 25. I'll take it, though.
25. All right, and then the DC on the poison is.
1 second. Okay, so that spell, it said something about, hang on 1 second. The spell save DC was not poison, but it was...
It'd be a fortitude save, I would think.
Fortitude save
Yeah.
DC for the poison is the same as the spell. So my fortitude save?
Your
No.
spell
It's
DC.
spell
It's
save
okay.
DC.
Like I know.
Okay.
So So you have times 3 damage
Okay.
on the actual crit, and then you have the poison, and it missed its fortitude save. Roll your poison damage.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. But it doesn't tell me what the poison damage is. It just says that it's whatever the breath of the whatever that is.
Okay, hang on.
Target is affected by a dose of the breath of the mantis god.
Yeah, so you'd have to Google that, but hang on. Here, let's pull that up real quick.
I can pull it up.
Yep.
quick.
Real quick. Thank you very much, everyone. We're going to have our giveaways here. We're doing 2 tonight. We have a Lightning Source reprint of version 3 of Chainmail. Super cool. This is from Canadian Ancient Gamer Patrick. So we're going to kick this giveaway off right after the break. And it's got all the original V3 rules for Chainmail by Gary Gygax himself. And then we also have this super cool young white dragon mini we're giving away tonight. And thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. And trust me, you are not going to want to tune away. This is a very, very important episode tonight.
The Breath of the Mantis God is the name of the poison.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it just says breath of the mantis god. I found mantis god, but I don't know what the breath part.
I just sent a
I
web
saw it,
link
but
to
it
you guys.
doesn't. It doesn't have the breath. It just
Keep
that's
going
just
down.
Down.
Keep going down. And it says poison. Sting or
Poison.
spikes.
Okay, sting or spikes. Into okay, fortitude, DC frequency, one round for the 4 rounds. Affect 1d2 negative levels. Cure 2 consecutive saves.
Oh, 1d2 negative levels. Okay.
But John, I'll send it to you also.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I
All
see
right.
it.
Hold on, I got it. Actually,
It's 1 per round.
Shark Lilith, I need you to tell me what it looks like.
What?
Yes!
No way. What is there? Shark Lilith, just full of rage from seeing Brim's blood just spewing throughout the water. Brim is so much like her family, and she, without a doubt and without a second thought, hopped right into the water, dove right into the water, into the danger to make sure that he was okay and safe. Swims right by his mouth, nearly just escaping a bite, and she'll come around and attack it from the side. I guess a bite, or it's a range attack though.
Yeah, it's a
right?
rage attack. So as
Ooh.
your spell strikes it, you see the creature. Imagine you have seen this before when a slug has a bit of salt that's applied to it. Your
Yeah.
poison is very similar. Suddenly, this creature starts spinning in a death roll underneath the water as it churns and moves, and it spasms, spilling green blood it's spurting out of the creature. Its fangs clapping together, snapping. It's a spasmodic movement, and then as Call runs, leaps off the rail, and okay, yeah, Call slams his sword down into the top of it, clearly under the misconception that he has had some result of this actual
Oh, look,
attack.
it's Cade.
Call leaps down, plunges his blade into the creature as it sinks beneath the water, and with that, it goes still. Call comes back above the water. It is done. We have killed the creature.
Shark Lilith will swim to the top and just give him a really sassy look, like, excuse me? As sassy as possible for a shark to be like, what's
Would we have been able to see from where we are, seeing Call jump down?
Yeah, let me see here. Let me kill these tentacles because the tentacles.
Can I get resummoned back in as well, DM?
Oh yeah, of course you can.
Everyone saw Call. No one saw Lilith.
Well, hold on. That's why I'm asking. Would we be able to see?
Let me see here. So looking at the angle, so all of our viewers can see. Yeah, absolutely. So you and
All right.
Brim have a perfect view. Gimbal does not, because Gimbal is looking
fixed it.
in the other room. But yeah, everybody except Gimbal can see exactly what happens.
So Rin is going to yell out, "Well done, Call!" Because he couldn't see Lilith. He could see Call make that jump. It was spectacular.
Call kind of stands up on the corpse of the creature now, which still is twitching, but the hump of it comes just above the water, and he wipes his blade. Thank you, my friend Bryn. It was the least I could do after my failure in the Twisted Forest. But it is done. He looks at the shark. Why does the shark look at me this way?
Lilith will wild shape. Oh, I don't know. The level of sass is gonna get through the roof right now. I don't know. You know, sassy shark Lilith will swim over to the body as well of the creature, said creature. She will wild shape or unwild shape, if that's a word, back into herself. Revert, thank you. Revert back into her normal form.
All right. Suddenly...
As she... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, as she kind of climbs up, she'll be like, oh, I'm glad the poison did its job. Oh, Carl, when did you get here?
Carl looks at you in confusion. The poison, what does it you speak of?
I cast a spell of poison on the creature, and it had started to collapse as you so majestically fell from the sky on top of it, on top of its dying corpse.
He kind of laughed. Did you say I fell? I did not fall. I leapt with grace, and I plunged my blade, and did it not kill it?
To a dying creature, yes, correct.
Oh man.
He kind of drops his head a bit. I am sorry. I did not mean to take the glory of your kill. You are right.
We did it together. And she kind of like nudges him begrudgingly, and she'll just start to make her way towards Gimbal.
All right, you should have control of your mini again now. All right, so Gimbal, let's come back to you, my friend. You hear the thrashing of the beast in the water, the sounds of combat subside, and you are now alone in this room. What do you do?
I have ventured and done a lot with Brim and Lilith. I have moved forward in hopes to save Brim because I couldn't do anything back there. As the silence kicks in, worry kicks in, because either someone or many someones have died. So when I had cast Detect Magic last time, and it was just this enormous power, did I recognize this sort, like the type of magic that it was?
So you would have to continue concentrating for another round to do that. Is that what you're doing?
So I will, being on my knees currently, put my hands on the floor, just feeling the ground, feeling the rock as a gnome, feeling the rock. Just think and focus on that rock for that second. Remembering home and moving 10 feet forward on all four, so impacted by what I had just felt. Again, grounding myself back into the stone, remembering my heritage, breathing deep, and casting Detect Magic again.
All right, well done. And Demon Gund, thank you so much, John. Appreciate you being in, and I'm glad you like the board setup. Obviously, you and Charles are masters of board setups. This is my paltry attempt. But if you can, after dinner, we'll be on for another good hour or so. It is your short night, right?
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
We'll be on for about an hour or so, and you might want to see what's coming up here in just a bit. Now, back to the rest of the party. You stand in water. Call kind of moves his way onto that stone platform next to Lilith. The creature falls beneath the water. Brim, breath heaving. Phineas, still a low growl, sitting next to Alondra. Bryn, having just healed himself, sitting atop the platform. What are the rest of you doing?
Oh, sorry. As Lilith is about to make her way through there, she kind of stops in her tracks and turns around. She will try to collect. What is this? An eye? What are these little tentacly things? Not. Is that tentacles?
Like
Hooks?
claw
Yeah.
things.
Yeah, it has like hooks, claws, tentacles. You see,
What is the smallest thing she can fit in her pocket? Because I don't think
these things are
like a boa.
These
she
things
ain't
are these things are massive. Even the teeth that surround it, they're all about 4 feet long. She could pull a piece of the carapace off, an eyelash, but these claws and teeth, they're long, they're big.
Oh, Gimbal does have a bag. If Bryn is going to come, she will ask if Bryn can chip off a piece of the tooth for me. So kind.
Brim, you're still way over here, standing next to Rin on the platform.
Brim! Are you okay?
I've been better.
Well, come here and I can help you. And then you can help me.
Coming. Is it dead?
Yeah.
How? Bryn was not watching. Bryn was like,
Okay. And she'll kind of giggle and
Dying.
like kind of side-eye Call. I shot some magic poison at it and Call was helpful enough to stab it.
Call looks at you. You mock me, fair Lilith.
Mr. Brim. Mr. Brim.
yeah.
If you don't mind. And Rin takes his hand and places it on Brim and casts Cure Serious Wounds.
And Bryn's going to try and kind of put up a fight, like,
And he's going to fail at that fight because...
I heard the sound effect.
The power of Pelor.
So that's going to be 20 points of healing.
Ooh,
There we go.
Very nice. Very nice.
There we go.
You feel the healing influence once more.
So are you feeling a little better now?
A lot better. Thank you. Would you like help up to the ledge, or you kind of going to point down to the sewage water?
Oh no, I would much rather take the ledge. Yeah. I'm not
Bryn's gonna help him up. Like a child, just lift him up.
and as you're setting me back down, oh, don't forget Alondra.
Oh, Alondra, you ready to jump?
Yeah.
Come on. Phineas.
Okay. So she'll kind of jump down as best as she can. There's not a lot of room.
John,
Yes.
question.
Uh-huh.
With the healing, does that healing help purge the water from Bryn's wounds?
No. No, I mean, where there is, where there's an open wound, of course, yes, that has been removed, but there is still a definite amount of water that has gotten into the wounds and is kind of infecting
Great.
danger.
And good news is I sealed that infection in. Nice, huh?
Wow.
You're welcome.
Sealed in for freshness. All right, so Alondra will then jump down, I guess. And Phineas.
Your feet slap down on the platform. The stench in here is immense, and Brim stands next to you, just recently healed, but clearly still damaged. And Rin, just as always, remarkably cheerful when he shouldn't be.
It's all very exciting.
Yeah, he'll help them up, and then from there, he's going to try and climb up the ledge himself and try and get over to Lilith.
Okay, so we're to the ledge now.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
idea. Okay,
Yeah, you got
well
it.
then I'm gonna try to get Phineas somewhere that is there.
All right. All of you begin moving along the ledge without the danger of combat. This is fairly easy to do. You take your time, you move slowly bit by bit along the ledge, and you can hear the sound of chanting coming from the other room as Gimbal is casting a spell. And you guys are having too much fun. Gimbal, as you cast and you concentrate on your detect magic, you feel there is a remarkable different sort of variety of magics. You feel something arcane. You feel something necromantic. You feel something demonic. There are multiple sources of magic beyond this wall.
Oh, good. Love that music.
So we've been moving forward, right?
Yep.
Yeah, the whole time that this has been going.
Yeah, you guys.
I'm still by the beast trying to get a tooth.
I'm helping.
All right, so you pull a tooth out. All right.
Yeah.
It takes you a few minutes as Gimbal's concentrating. Gimbal, you get the sense again that the longer you concentrate, the more you can gather. There are probably at least 3 or 4 distinct sources of magic on the opposite side of this wall of the varying types that I referenced, and you feel a pulsating energy of arcane magics. Now we come back to the rest of the party. Yeah, it takes you a little time. You with Brim's strength. Go ahead.
So this question, John, because of the tooth, because of the conversation, 2 to 5 minutes of them doing all that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like 6 seconds around for the concentration.
Correct.
So after obtaining as much as I can from your description there, I would like to go up to the bookshelf. Well, I guess the chair, and stand on the chair so I can look at the bookshelf. And for the remainder of the time, whatever it takes, if they ever come to me or I go back, exploring the bookshelf, the titles, and looking for any kind of trigger to turn the wall, feeling the stone, trying to get in touch with the stone, also looking at the books.
Roll a d20, please.
I will use my advantage here.
So, John,
Yes.
Bryn is out in the ocean somewhere now, so if you could bring him back somehow.
If you click on your token at the top of
It'll
the screen,
take you to him.
Oh, yeah. It takes me out to the literal middle of the ocean.
That's what
nothing
happened
around.
to Brim last time.
No, we'll worry about that later. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
no big deal.
I don't know if I'm adding anything, but on the die, I got 13.
A 13. Okay. Gimbal, you note again. I mentioned there's condensation on the ceramic pitcher that sits atop this pine table. You can still smell perfume, and it triggers memory for you. You have smelled this perfume on Halia more than once, and it still lingers in the room. Trying to maintain concentration, somewhat distracted, you can still feel the pain in your ear, your finger. You remember the torture, the stretching upon the rack. Her giggling, tinkling laughter echoes through your mind. You try to concentrate as you look through the books. This is simple to you. You see it's so easy, so obvious. One of the books is clearly a trigger point. If you pull it, it will open this wall.
Don't you ever do it.
So I will
Kill you.
make note of the book. Is there liquid in the pitcher, or am I just smelling her remaining perfume?
Yes and yes. So you are smelling
Is
her,
there?
but
Does
there.
it look like a thick liquid, like blood, or like wine, or is
Yeah,
it
you
water?
you walk over to it. It looks like a chilled white wine sits in the pitcher.
Okay, so
Yeah,
being
my-
it's
Oh, I sent you a message.
Okay,
John.
thank you.
just a alcohol beverage, I don't care. I'll note where that book is, but I'm going to explore the other titles and contents for a period of time, hoping that everyone else is not dead and coming to me. Because I have faith in Bryn and Lilith.
All right. And as you explore that, as Lilith attempts with Brim's aid to prise a tooth out of this monstrous creature, as Call still nurses his wounded pride. And Phineas and Alondra leap down off the pillar. With that, we will go to our one and only break tonight because someone said they had to pee. So we're going to go to break, one break, and when we come back, we'll start our first of our 2 giveaways. The first giveaway will be...
Stop drinking.
will be the chainmail item here, and we'll do this right. Stay with us. Thank you, everybody, for being with us here on Blue Box, and trust me, you are not going to want to miss the conclusion of tonight's episode. We will be right back.
Think of a waterfall. Look
I
at all
hate
that
you guys all.
sewage. Look at all that water.
This is the worst.
We'll leave the mics hot on break, as always.
Lilith seeing everyone else's poop is having a hard time not being able to go to the bathroom. Good old sewage.
So, John, I don't know if that source is what she can use, but I sent it to you so that you can check it out at some point.
Okay.
I don't think he's put it up yet, the code.
No, I haven't put it up yet. I'm going to do it right now. Hang on.
It shall be there momentarily.
Oh,
John, you rocked
momentarily.
Brim's world. That
How so?
was a lot of damage.
Oh, that was a lot of damage. It was. Well, he got... I mean, that's a nasty thing to get pulled underneath the water by a monstrous creature like this in sewage. And we're going to start... Yeah, so Steve, you're dead on. We'll be making some infection checks here shortly because anyone that received raw wounds in the midst of that is not good at all. But I think you have bigger concerns.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
Grim,
so-
Gimbo made it through just fine.
How nice was it being at full health for that 5 seconds there, Bryn?
Yeah, seriously. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm back at full HP, and the rust monsters didn't technically hurt him other than, -5 on his AC. But
Only on the
fine.
front. Only on the front, right? You still have your back armor.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
just,
going to do each
back
round.
towards-
Exactly.
back
I'm going
towards
to
enemies.
swing every round and turn around my butt towards them. So it's like, ha iron cheeks. No, iron buns. That was
Iron buns of steel.
Yeah, that's what buns of steel. Sorry, I was trying to remember the workout promo.
Yeah, I knew what you're trying for.
Do you want buns of steel? Come on.
You know, I actually bought that, and I did the workout, and it's kicked me in the butt every time because now when I go through the airport, the metal detector always goes off.
I thought you were going a different way with this.
No, just you, not me. So chainmail is the
Yes.
Yes. Chainmail, the original game, architected by Gary Gygax. The original, and we had Gary Gygax Day last week. This was in conjunction with Jeff Perrin. This was pre-D&D, before even basic D&D. Chainmail, miniature, sort of strategic combat stuff. It's just fun. It's neat to see where the roots of the game were, and this is all through Lightning Source. And thanks to Canadian Ancient Gamer, our good friend. Thanks everybody for being with us tonight, and we appreciate all the support you guys have given us. We had a nice hype train earlier tonight. We've had great chat, lots of subs, and whatnot. We're very, very grateful to all of you. And yeah, it's going to be a little shorter. Let me take a minute off that. We don't need that long a break. There we go. 4:44. Type !chainmail in the chat, and you will be in the giveaway. One of 2 today.
So if this is the right source for the Mantis God, dang.
Flesh-eating
Grim,
bacteria
that
is
thing
right.
will rock your world. And he's not even here when I said that I was not looking. That sucks.
No bathroom break for me.
I don't believe bathrooms exist.
Probably
Yeah.
no showers either, huh?
I've
Oh.
seen no proof.
Sadly, my roommate's taking a shower, so I am.
Do you don't share soap with him, do you?
No, I share the water sometimes.
That's good. I mean the water, not the soap.
No, the soap is only mine. It makes me smell very nice. I was actually complimented on it the other day when I used that soap, because I went on a date and they're like, "Wow, you smell really good." And I'm like, "Yes, thank you, Rory."
Well, good to know that the commercial's not, lying about it.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
That's good.
Pretty happy. Sasquatch soap, everybody. Not
I
endorsed,
just got some
but
more of
will
it.
be soon.
I just got some more for my birthday.
Yeah, I was so thankful. He was like, "Josh, you smell like poop. Here's a Sasquatch." And I'm like, "Thank you."
Well, that's not really what I said, but
It was roughly.
yeah. Pretty
So
close.
what you're saying is Bigfoot actually smells quite nice.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
It's contrary to
know.
belief. They're very clean
Mhm.
bipedal creatures.
Good to know. Good to know.
I love
So
you
going on
so
a date with a
much.
Sasquatch is the way to go.
Yeah, I mean, if you got a foot thing.
No, can't say that I do.
What was that one?
Hairy backs are
commercial?
always nice, though.
Oh man, I'm terrified for when I get older because my grandpa, he was a freaking like silverback gorilla. Like,
So is my dad, front and back. I just have enough to be annoying. Weird conversation. Just
Yep.
enough to be annoying
yep.
that when I walk, they move in the air on my shoulders, and then they tickle, and it's like, should I just whack?
I
them
can't
off?
tell if you're serious or not at this point.
What did I
I
miss?
don't know. Harry.
No,
Max.
Nair, Blood Wild Nair is horrible stuff.
That's how I first ever shaved my legs for a show.
Why
was
why
Nair.
did they come back and it says Sasquatch for your Nas crotch?
I don't know about
That's
that,
hilarious.
but Nair is horrible because it burns
we men
so
don't
bad,
need a
and the
bathroom.
hair
All
does
we
not
need is a
come off.
bottle.
What were you trying to remove hair from?
You don't want to know. The back, the worst of the male body.
Josh said that
and
he
yes,
uses
I could-
Sasquatch and got complimented on the soap.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, because Amazing Rory bought me some amazing soap, and I
Have you
love the
used it
smell
at
of
all or no?
Yeah, I've only used it 3 times. I only use it for special occasions. And so otherwise I use like my body wash, but like it was my first ever shower I took here. I used the soap. It was a special event I was going to that I used the soap, and then it was a date that I used the soap for.
You should
What
really
does
use
it
it more
smell-
often because
what
it
does
has
it
none
smell
of the
like?
chemicals of your body
See,
soap stuff.
But I want my
full
body
of
to degrade
chemicals.
little by little.
Yeah,
What does
well,
it
it's
smell-
also degrading other parts of your body,
It's
What does it smell like? Sorry?
happiness.
Sasquatch.
Men.
Sasquatch.
What does the
Sasquatch.
man smell? Like what is that
Sasquatch.
smell?
Where all men are just slowly trying to become more like Sasquatch.
Sasquatch.
Canadian question.
Babushka.
Sasquatch.
You guys
Yolanda
have-
Babushka.
Huh?
You guys have butter tarts there or no? Is butter tarts a thing there?
You literally make up words, don't you?
Yeah,
No,
I'm
that's
pretty
an
sure
actual-
She just puts them
They-
together. We have butter and we have tarts, but
No,
I
butter
put
tarts.
butter on my Pop Tarts.
I mean, there's like butter
Ooh,
tarts,
I
like
love that.
like pastries. You can bake them.
Oh,
No.
I can't find unfrosted blueberry pop
Is
tarts.
butter
Okay.
tarts
Sorry.
like
Hey, can she explain this butter tart
No.
thing? Hold on,
It's-
guys.
Hang on.
no?
Okay, so butter tarts are like tarts, and then you can put raisins or. Okay. It says a butter tart is a small pastry tart filled
Yeah.
with a deliciously gooey semi-solid syrup made from butter, sugar,
Yeah.
and then you can put like walnuts in it.
So it's
or
a Danish.
raisins. It's like a Danish.
So it's a butter Danish.
Okay, it's a buttered Danish.
Buttery
That's
Danish.
like
So like these
Danish
are not.
That's a-
These are
that-
not buttered tarts, but they're butter tart bars, and they're
Mhm.
new and they're so.
Do they
That
have
looks
butter?
like coffee cake.
Looks.
All right,
delicious.
we are back. And of
Yeah,
course,
we don't make up words.
anytime
Vivi's
I
eating.
leave Vivi with the party, it always results in food talk. All right.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so welcome back. We're going to do our chainmail giveaway here in just a few moments. We'll go a little bit further with the game, and then we've got our dragon mini to give away tonight as well. So if you have not yet, type !chainmail in the chat. We want to say thank you to everyone that's watching us tonight here at Blue Box, and Greyhawk Awakening is in episode 52 tonight. And we've mentioned this before, and at some point here in the next several weeks, we will be moving to Book 2 of Greyhawk Awakening. Each of these players has rolled up new PCs that will be starting from level 0/1, and will be part of this overarching story. So we're weaving different stories together. You will see the Wayward Bolt again if they are still living in the future. But you know, as we wind down book 1 and the story, this is kind of where they're at right now. We use a combination here of sandbox and storyline. So we like the players to have a lot of options, like them to do what they want. There have been many times they could go wherever they want to do, whatever they want to do, but there are several story arcs that are present, and we are in a big one tonight with, well, I'll just stop right there. You manage to yank a tooth out of the creature, even as the fetid waters swirl about your feet. You can also see leeches now that are attaching to your body. You now have a monstrous tooth, and before we continue with the game, we do have one question for you tonight. If you're watching tonight and you haven't followed, or if you're a follower and you haven't subbed, or if you're a sub whose sub has expired, or if you're not as giving as like Robert and Phantom NJ and all these people, we have one question for you. What are you doing? Come on, give us a follow, give us a sub. We appreciate all the love. Thank you, Mikey, Greg, Chris, Amanda, Robert. Thank you, everybody. Art Hard, yes, good to see you in here as well tonight. All right, we resume the game.
When Alondra jumped down, she would have gone after her arrows.
All right, so you shot four arrows, right?
4, 1 missed. The other 3 hit the creature.
Okay. The one that missed caromed into a wall and snapped. The other 3 you were able to recover.
Sweet. Awesome. And she continued on just into the next room when she had her arrows back.
Call walks as well behind, following into the room, muttering to himself, "It was a good jump. I was right there with mine."
Does Alondra hear him muttering all of this?
Yeah, she does. He's talking to himself, yeah.
She just kind of says to herself, then she goes, well, at least you didn't land on your head this time.
Poor man. That poor man.
He stops, he looks at you. This is supposed to be encouragement to me. Yeah? This is how you try to say something. He shakes his head. Fine, so be it. I deserve it.
Poor call.
Wah, wah.
Wah, wah, wah. All right. We are back in the room now with Gimbal. And all of you can pull your minis into that room if you can see it.
I can't pull my mini into that room.
He's still in the middle of the ocean.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna drop you a fresh mini here, Red. I think this is your 3rd mini today I've dropped in here. So. Okay. And player permission.
Gimbal, watch out.
I just disappeared.
Yay, look at me, I
I'm stuck
bounced.
behind the wall.
I know, I don't really want to be where I'm
there I
at
am.
right now.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Who's on top of
All
me?
right.
Me.
So let's that's enough with this. So we've got it now. The viewers can see it. Now let's go theater of mind. Okay. So you sit in the room. You stand in the room rather. You see these 4 cages, each of them with the doors slightly ajar. The scent of sewage is rife in here. Gimbal is concentrating at something beyond the wall. You see this picture that sits atop the pine table, the mahogany chair right in front of the bookshelf. Very incongruent to see this. You're in a sewer, and you have these cages, and you have this horrific smell, and yet this genteel and cultured bookshelf that sits in the room. It's very odd.
And John, during that whole time that they were coming, I was still scavenging all the other books that I could. Did I find anything of perceivable value other than the switch?
Unfortunately, no. These are all tomes that cover the basic architecture of the sewers.
Can't hear you.
He's really quiet.
I'm not
Give it
quite.
a second.
I am not quite at all. Oh my
There it
goodness.
is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know. It's some weird Zoom thing that's happening. I think so. Anyone on the chat, you guys don't hear me getting quiet, right? It's just the Zoom call, I think, that gets quiet. Correct me if I'm wrong. Brim. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Renrep. All right. So, yeah, all you find are basic tomes that cover the construction of the sewers, several logs, as I mentioned previously, around maintenance records, intervals of the workers and their charges. Some of them go back 30, 40 years, but nothing of interest. Thank you, Sparky.
Or
Lilith will kind of reiterate that this is the room. Upon entering, she will kind of just let the group know that this was the room that she was in previously in Crocodilith form.
All
Although
right.
it looks a little bit different from this angle. Can I inspect what's in this picture?
Yeah. All right, so you walk over to it, and you can see it's been, you'd guess it was.
The music's really loud, but I can barely hear you, John.
yeah, and Vivi, you were quiet also. Not as quiet as John, but just quiet.
All right. Well, let's just, guys, if that's the case, trust us that the viewers can hear us, and I'll just speak as loud as I can and try to bear with me if you guys can't hear for a bit. There's something funny going on with Zoom tonight, and I don't want to really disrupt this. It's a fun session we got going on here, so
Okay.
I'll do my best. Yeah, you can see from the chill, it's probably been 20, 30 minutes that this has been sitting here unattended, and there is a white wine inside the pitcher.
Interesting. Okay. Gimbal, do you see anything?
Yep. Overall, the structure of this facility is old.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and there's a pitcher with some wine in it.
Yes, I see that.
Yes, and lots of books. But this bookshelf is new. So what I figure, Lilith,
The
Yeah.
bookshelf has been here before. It was here when I was in here. That's
But
where I
yeah.
got the books from.
but it's still not as old as. Anyways, what I'm trying to say, Lilith,
Oh. Okay.
is and I take a big inhale, and a very disgusted but bitter and angry face comes across me. As I can tell you, Hollier has been here very recent. Very recent. I am sure you can smell the scent, Brim.
And with that, Lilith will kind of just take a little step back.
And Gimbal will be almost as if an automatic response, touching his missing ear and his stroking where his finger should be, the wounds that are on his additional wounds from Hollier, the spear, and all this stuff, just as if he doesn't realize he's doing it. Just he's massaging these areas. And I found this, and I'll put my finger on the particular book that he knows is the trigger. On the other side of this wall is some very nasty stuff, as well as a lot of other power, but some very nasty stuff. But I don't know what it is. But this book will tell us what it is.
And with that, Lilith will turn to Brim and just kind of eye him just to kind of see what he looks like. Brim?
In this time, Brim kind of, as he moved in, was listening to everyone as Gimbal said, "Can you smell it?" Brim just kind of nodded, but in this time, Brim would have leaned down and kind of kneeled down next to Alondra and kind of whispered to her, "Would you be able to bandage my wounds before we move forward?"
Of course, yeah, absolutely.
Sorry. Thank you.
And so she'll pull out her healer's kit and she'll begin to administer whatever aid that she can through the use of the healer's kit.
All right. Go ahead and make a roll.
Okay, D4. And that's a 4 on the die.
Nice.
There we go. Okay.
Thank you, Lawful Stupid.
Bryn's feeling much better.
Hey, Josh. Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
No, the other Josh. not you, the other Josh.
When did you get here, Josh?
Sorry, man.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Lilith will just look to Brim with kind of that despairing look, just based on all our encounters with Halia. You know, if we go in there, I need you at top shape. Are you okay? Or can I help you?
Will you be using some of your magic to heal me? No? Alright.
My friends. Oh, so good to see you again. It's been so long. You hear a voice echoing through the wall. You know it instantly. It is Halia.
Actually, no, I don't.
No, not okay. Don't get salty with me. You know who I meant.
Alondra, Bryn, it's
That's
Halia. Yeah, that's Halia.
With that, she'll, as she's kind of reaching her hand out to cast Cure Light Wounds, she'll stop as she hears, what are you swatting my hand away?
He's like, come back. Get out of here.
She kind of stops in mid with the laughter of Halia, and she'll just quickly just do cast Cure Light Wounds on Brim. So 3 plus.
And Rin will catch that happening out of the corner of the eye, and knowing how he's feeling, he's going to cast Channel Energy across all of us.
Nicely done.
And that is 12 points of healing for everybody.
Okay.
At full.
As you do this, Rin, you feel it's difficult to describe. As a child, you remember you would play with friends, and one would push and one would pull with hands on the playground. As you cast your healing with Pelor, you feel a playful tug in the opposite direction of divine power mocking you.
Towards the bookcase or away from the bookcase?
Behind the bookcase.
Towards the bookcase. I just read his lips.
Okay, good.
Yeah, behind the bookcase.
Behind the bookcase,
Yep.
is what he said.
I love reading them lips.
I know.
And Rin's eyes will widen a little bit at that. He'll look at Mr. Brim. Mr. Brim.
Yeah.
I'm a bit concerned right now. There's how do I explain it? A pull, a tug. The magic on the other side of that is much more powerful than I've come into contact before.
Good, you're getting a taste of Halia before you meet her. I hate her laugh. Reminds me of a hyena trying to die. Gimbal, you ready?
Gimbal will pause for a second. As almost a last minute thought, look at the title of the book. That is the trigger. DM, what's the title of the book?
As you look at the book on the corner, you see there are several.
As you look at the title of the book, you see.
You guys can't hear me, really?
Twinkle Toes incarnate.
What? What on
Where?
earth?
I wonder if the music's so loud it's actually the Zoom is blocking
picking
him
up
out.
just the
music and not him, because we hear the music very loud,
very loud,
very loud and clear.
Well, it shouldn't.
Oh,
be.
there we go.
There.
We are.
No,
There
it's
is
not. It's
that
not
voice.
that. It's not that. It's something
Okay.
strange happening with Zoom. It's not the music. I don't know what the problem is, but all right. So,
The title.
what's that?
I look at the title.
Yeah. So on the title, you see there are no words. A pair of intertwined silver chains.
Yeah, of course.
Well, Brim. Later, Mr. Brim. Say the word. I pull the book. We walk the other way. We leave.
Brim's going to move forward, not on top of the table, but he's going to move forward, kind of grab Grimble's shoulder with his right hand and look back at the group.
He brags about you. And remember what I said. If I die today, I'm glad it's by your side. But let's make this out for Hyronius and Zodal's sake, and each other's.
I'm looking over at Ren.
And may Paylor be with us. We'll need it.
And Brim's going to tap Gimble's shoulder.
Okay, brother. Let's go.
Oh, one second, Mr. Gimble. And Ren places his hand on Brim, holding his disc of Paylor. Speaks under his breath. May Paylor protect and grant you aid. And a glow will come about you, and you get +1 bonus on attack rolls and saves against fear effects, plus temporary hit points equal to... Oh, that was amazing. 12 temporary hit points.
Ooh, nice.
Wow, very nice.
All right, Mr. Gimble.
Looking
Audra
back.
pulls one of the silver arrows.
Okay.
Shifts in his palms.
Looking back at Brim, putting my free hand on his arm, on his wrist. Brother Brim, been well knowing you. Looking up in the air, almost as if through the bookcase. Hollier, it's your turn for the table. And I pull the book.
You grab the tome with the twined silver chains on the spine. There is a hushed sense of expectation in the room. Some part of you wonders, why did we not look at the cages? But that time is gone. And the stone wall pulls back. Immediately there's a blast of chill air that comes through. And you feel the power of this magic. Gimble, it is potent. It is a sense of, as I said earlier, both arcane, sorceress, necromantic, and it opens into a broad chamber. Unlike other places you've been in here, this is a good 10 feet wide. And it peers into a circular room. You see sluicing of water coming down the side, some sort of a collection chamber inside the sewers of the Free City. And yet, the scene before you is macabre indeed. Inside this giant circular chamber, you see a glowing disc of azure hue that glimmers in the distance. You see multiple familiar figures all at once. And so we're going to switch here to, make sure I get the right one. So we're moving away now from Tailspire, and we're going to our physical terrain and minis.
Is it fine for us to close Tailspire?
Yeah, it is. You guys can close it. You won't need it now. We are on physical terrain and minis now. As you step through, you see this broad 10-foot hallway gives ample space for all of you. And yet, the sense of foreboding is palpable. You hear the tinkling laughter, nauseating to your senses now. You've heard it so often. And up ahead, you see in this circular chamber, there's an iron cage on the left side of the chamber. It looks like a lone occupant struggles against the bars of the cage. I have your party marching order here, but you guys can correct it. I have Bryn in the lead, followed by Lilith, Rin, and then Alondra and Gimbal coming up the back. So you guys can give me whatever marching order you want.
Gimbal will be in the middle.
Okay.
Well, Audra likes distance, so she's good wherever she can be. Kind of.
Bryn's gonna be actually pretty close to Brim.
And Brim will be holding Phineas as a shield.
No, you will not be holding my wolf as a shield, sir.
I beg your pardon.
Ahead, as you look in the room, you see there are 3 occupants. First, you recognize the Red Mage, the very same one that has plagued you since the Twisted Forest, the same one that that accosted you in the Free City when you first appeared here. He stands behind what looks like an altar. He has coruscating fire in one hand, a staff in the other. You fools. You have come right where we knew you would. And then you also see the second figure is Halia. You see that same copper hair, those piercing blue eyes, black robes, overcut with chains on either side, and that tinkling laughter, mocking, coming from her throat. And her eyes pierce, looking right at Gimbal. My friend, so good to see you again. Perhaps we can play once more.
Looking for another kiss?
I would love a kiss, Gimbal.
I bet you would.
Have you met my paramour? And as she motions, you see the third figure in the room. And this is a figure you know all too well. You see a paling that stands there before you. Its pallid flesh, its eyes glow with an ivory hue that speaks of the grave. Sepulchral tones emanate from its throat, and that this is not the Pale Lord, this is a Paling. You smell that sweet, sickly, fleshy smell, necrotic scent. All 3 stand before you now. There is no movement. There is no immediate...
Can't hear you.
And they drop dead.
There
And
is...
they drop dead of their
There
own
is
accord.
no
In
movement.
Well, that worked out well.
There is no movement.
There we go.
There is no immediate attack. There is no movement. There is just a sense of apprehension. As you stare in the room, you also see there are various instruments of torture. It looks as though there are a pair of racks on either side. There is some sort of portal that sits behind the mage, very similar to what you saw in the Twisted Forest. It moves with shimmering images, and you see different locales. Briefly, you see what looks like part of the Free City. Then, what is that? Is that the Great Kingdom? Is that Roxas? Wait, no. There's an image somewhere in the dry steppes. Wait, no. There, the Barren Lands. It changes every few seconds, and all you hear is the intertwining laughter of the Red Mage and Halia.
Brim.
What do you do?
Brim kind of shoulders Reaver from his shoulder, trying to make himself bigger, trying to cover a lot of ground as a barrier in front of the party with the tip of his blade touching the wall.
Wayward Bolt. It's time we strike true. And aim for the
And he's going to drop a giant swear word.
head.
And he's going to grab the pommel and just begin to charge.
DM,
Yes.
how high are the ceilings?
Oh, in here, very high. These are a good 40 feet high. Water is sluicing down from above. It's some kind of collection chamber. The water filters down the sides of the walls, goes into ravines that are carved around the base of the walls, and then ushers out of the room.
So easily over 15 feet.
Oh, easily, yes. Much more.
Knowing Brim, understanding his signals and his cues, will already be reaching into my satchel and placing my hand on the thigh of Brim so that when he takes off to charge, he's already transforming as I enlarge him.
All right. So we've done this before, and let me see. I'll pull that out. As you're casting the spell, you see Brim swells and grows. Wow, that sounds really bad. And you place your hand on his thigh, and he swells and grows.
As Gimble's hand is on Brim's thigh.
Yeah, he swells and grows. All right,
swells
so
and enlarges.
he just gets much larger as he does
Much
so.
thicker.
All right, that's enough. All right, so let's go to. We're going to pull this out because we have Manda on tonight. We're going to use the mystical unicorn cool frost giant. That will be a nice large image for Brim.
So Brim, right now you're like 13, 14 feet tall right now.
Does that make it harder to hit smaller creatures?
It can, yes, absolutely. So some small creatures have an advantage against larger enemies. Dwarves are famous for how. So I got to figure out how to do this because I did not expect having that big an image there on the screen. So let me get this.
You're welcome.
She said.
Oh, stop! All right, we'll get that. Hang on.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm done.
I almost said I'll get this up. This has just got to stop. All right, so here we go. There it is. All right, that'll work.
I love you, baby.
Suddenly the music changes and the lights dim.
All right, so stop. All right, as Brim rumbles into the room, Halia giggles. So let me show on the battle map here, so everybody can see what you've got and what you're dealing with. You have, where is my laser pointer? Here it is. So right here, this is the Red Mage, right there behind the altar. There's the portal. The portal you've seen moving between different images of all across the land of the Flanness. Over here is the cage. You see a lone occupant in the cage. Here, this is the paling. The creature coming from the left side as you approach. And here, with the white staff, the black robes, the pale hair, right there, this is Halia. So you have Halia, you have the Red Mage, and you have the paling as Brim rushes into the room, and we go to initiative.
And we still haven't used our +2, and we have another +2, so we still have them to use.
And
It's
we have
your
to
turn,
use those
Alondra.
before the end of the session, right?
It's
Gimbal lost his.
Gimbal
Gimbal
lost,
lost?
so yours.
Okay, so it's me?
So our ace in the hole.
Yeah.
Come on, Evelyn.
And we have to use them, right? Otherwise we lose them.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. Yep.
That's a 5. I like it.
Come on.
All right, and on the die, the DM has a 4.
Yes!
So you have initiative. Now, they were prepared, but we won't do a surprise round. But you still have travel as well, so you've got movement that you have to do. And now we're going to start with you, Bryn. As you rush in the room, you see the paling to your left. You see the Red Mage in the middle. You see Halia to the right. What do you do?
Brim is probably going to beeline for the paling. He's going to try and get in a good distance that he's kind of in reach of the paling, as well as if he needs to be able to hit the Red Lord.
All right. Yeah, let me see here. With your increased reach, it'll be close. Maybe.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So you rush forward. You get there. So we'll give you that distance travel.
Okay.
You pull the paling out where everybody can see it. And again, you see this creature. It peels back its lips, and you see these white teeth. It welcomes you coming toward it. And it will attack. As you take your travel and your movement, you morph. You feel yourself grow. Your head now almost scraping this 30-foot ceiling above you, and we're going to go to.
My movement take the entire turn.
It was the transformation and the movement. Yes. Yeah. So like it's you gotta imagine, like as this is happening to you, your body is morphing. There's some halting steps. You feel it. It's not just like this instantaneous boom. It's a painful process that you go through, but you do find yourself now face to face with the paling.
Gotcha.
All right, let's go to Elandra.
All right. So, she's going to move a little closer just so she can see into the room, have a sight on everybody.
Okay.
Which I think I am in position for that.
You're already pretty much there at the front, so you can see quite well.
And I have a clear line of sight for all 3 of these people that we're going up against here.
Yes, you do.
All right. So Elandra's going to kind of look around, and she's going to look at Halia, and she's going to say, "Tacky woman that you've been talking about." And she's just going to say, "Phineas, your thing." And she's going to sing right at her.
Phineas, he's been waiting. He was so frustrated in the last combat. He could do nothing in that water. He's been held back for too long. He lets out, just like bursts like a bolt of lightning toward Halia.
Okay, and as she does that, she's going to lift her bow, and she does have one of the 3 silver arrows strung on the bowstring, and she's going to look at Halia and say, "I don't think we've had the pleasure of meeting yet, but hello," as she lets the arrow go towards Halia.
All right, roll to hit.
And that's our +3, correct?
Correct.
To hit. And I'm doing this at advantage because Pat66 gave us advantage.
Thank you, Pat.
That is a 30 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And does that have a +3 on the damage as well?
Yes.
Or is it just... Okay.
Yeah, yep. Damage and a hit.
Okay. Ooh, that's 8 on the die, so +5 is 11?
Your silver arrow flies true.
13.
So, of course, Halia is not undead, but the +3 still applies. The arrow sinks deep into her shoulder. She grimaces. Now we're going to go to... Gimbal, you've done your spell casting. That was your round. Rin, what are you doing?
So, Rin, how many feet am I away from the paling?
So you are a good 40 feet from the paling.
So I can move 10 feet and cast a spell?
Uh-huh.
All right, we're going to move 10 feet. Because I remember the paling last time we fought.
Yep.
And we're going to cast Channel Energy, which will do 3d6 of damage. That's 15 points of damage.
You feel Pelor's power touch the paling. The pallid flesh quivers, claws, they come out. Its focus does not move off of Bryn, but you do feel you have touched it. Lilith.
Lilith, you're up.
Lilith.
Oh.
I had him unmuted on Twitch so I could hear him.
Oh, nice. That's smart. If I can see Halia, I'll attack her first.
Yeah.
I will cast Call Lightning, and I'll use advantage.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
And that moves in a line, if I remember correctly. So you might be able to hit more than just Halia.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So what is my spell bonus again? Just that base attack bonus, right? Base attack bonus?
Plus your
Wait,
dex.
Wait, I'm sorry, for what?
For
For a spell, so just add my base attack bonus and then my dex? Is that what you said?
No. So it would just be so you're casting and they'll have a DC they have to save against. You don't have to roll anything for
yeah,
Call Lightning.
Call
Yeah.
Lightning is a
So yeah, there's no range attack that you have to roll. So what's your DC?
Spell save DC 16.
the only level 2 spell.
3, level 3.
Yeah, level
This
3.
is DC 17 then for you.
Okay,
I have your sheet up still. So.
Oh.
All right, and this is and you said this is toward Halia?
And whoever else I can grab in a line if there's anybody else in my line.
Okay. So looking at that, yeah, no. So there's really, you can see on the table here, there is no one else behind Halia. There is what looks like an Iron Maiden laying on the floor, and you can see some limbs poking out of it. They look very small and diminutive. Something is squished inside this Iron Maiden right next to the portal, but there is nothing else behind her on that angle that you have. All right,
I just wanna do
DC
just
17. She missed her save, so roll your full damage, please.
Yes.
Yeah.
Give it to her.
That was a 3 on the die. She's got a pretty good saving throw as well, but that did not get it.
12 points of damage.
12. All right. As you cast your lightning, you see it. It strikes her. The smirk disappears off her face. She's definitely been affected by these 2 attacks. Bryn had movement. Rin went. Anyone not gone this round? Phineas, no, he had movement. Call goes running into the room, and he is going to move straight toward Halia. As he rushes toward Halia, we go to the enemy. The paling. Right in front of Giant Bryn.
Man, how'd they miss 6 times?
I know, right?
That's insane. Wow. And they gave Brim a Vorpal sword.
Amazing. How generous.
How generous. Oh, and the paling's dead. Oh, and he died again.
I think he should take fall damage for that.
I think he just can't help but swoon.
Oh, God. Oh, so sweet to taste the flesh.
As it strikes out, and let me pull up the stat block here. This is not good. Not good.
Yeah,
All right.
Just so you know, John, I'm pretty sure it's like my AC is now a 13.
Yeah, 13 is your AC because your
Yep.
armor is. Okay, that's not good at all.
Yep. And with the enlarge, I get -2 to dexterity, which then drops me another score, and I get -1 AC. So.
Wait, didn't Terry give you something as well?
Aid.
He ran away before I could cast Shield of Faith on him, so
Yeah.
Oh.
unfortunately he doesn't get the AC bonus I have.
All right. Bryn, as the paling lashes out. It has what looks like a bastard sword in one hand, a claw open. It wields the bastard sword with a single hand as it slashes at you 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Oh my gosh. That's a nat 20 on the first roll.
Okay. For the confirmation, his AC is now a 16 to hit.
All right.
He has a +3 increase for crit.
All right. And given that on his first attack, he has a +25, that means he needs a 1 to not crit. Oh my gosh! No lie, what? What? I rolled a 1. That is insane. I rolled a 20. I rolled a 1. I cannot believe I did that.
Brilliant.
All right, so it is not a crit, but he has 3 more attacks. Holy smokes.
Fun with that.
That is unbelievable.
Freaking kidding me?
That is no, I'm not. Like I don't fudge dice. That's okay. That's a hit. Third. Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, you're automatically hitting me as long as you don't roll a 1.
All right, the fourth attack missed. All right, you take. So the sword slices with incredible speed. The claw comes up, rakes against your thigh, right where Gimbal had touched you moments before. And you take...
Beefy.
I don't like all those dice rolls.
a total of 46 points of damage.
Holy.
From the claws, from the blade. Are you conscious? Are you alive?
I'm good.
Okay. All right. Now we go to the Red Lord, the mage. As he cackles, he laughs. He holds that ball of fire he had ready. He aims it right at the grouping here. Let me go to the other cam. This will show a little bit better. Which is Lilith, Elandra, Gimbal, and Bryn, standing right here at the entrance of the cavern. I need all of you to make a reflex save, please. And your
with advantage.
Your reflex save is going to be
with advantage.
Yeah, probably a good idea. Your reflex save is DC 18.
Okay.
No, sorry, DC 20. DC 20.
Good.
19 on the die plus 8 is a 27.
All right, you'll take half
19 on the
damage.
die plus 5.
All right, you'll take half damage.
Oh, good. 7 on both die plus 3.
Okay, you're going to take full damage.
Reflex. 14.
All right, so full damage for Gimbal and for our friend Bryn. Half damage for Lilith and Elandra. And the damage is... It's not going to be that bad. Come on, guys. The fireball blossoms, explodes in a burst of flame.
DM, he did do that inside a sewer. How does that affect things?
So in here, that's a great question. So in here, you have sluiced water that appears to be, it doesn't have the same like methane gas that was in the back room where you were. I'll still make a roll, but it's not as dangerous as it would have been in the previous room for sure.
Check.
Which is a good question because it would be mutually destructive, obviously. But, all right, total is 32 points of damage. So for those of you that made your save, that's 16. As the fireball blossoms, Halia, she who has not gone yet, as the flame erupts, she gives another soft, tinkling giggle. And she utters syllables, and as she does so, come to my aid, forces of darkness. I call upon thee now. Aid your servant as I fight for the pale knight. I ask that you do what is right and give the evil. I require to give what these fools truly desire. And as she laughs, you see appear before you a nightmare, a visage of pure evil. And yes, I know it's your short night, Vivi. You see, materializing out of thin air, a creature that stands right before the altar, red of skin, trident in hand. You see horns. You feel malevolent waves of evil coming off of this creature. You know for certain this is something from the abyss. This demon forms barbed and bearded before you. And now there are not 3 but 4 enemies. And with that, we will stop tonight. All right.
My eye holes.
No. I'm sorry, your eye holes. We're actually done, my friend. So if you're in our giveaways, just hang out because we're finished here for the night. We have a player that has to finish up early on certain nights, and this is the night for her to finish up early. And so we have 2 giveaways. We have our chainmail giveaway. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. And we won't roll for this one. Where did I put that guy? Somewhere hither. Here it is. So this first giveaway, if you have not yet, type !chainmail in the chat. That's for this giveaway. And then we will do our Dragon Mini. I thought we would get further along tonight. I thought this combat would be further developed, but it took a little bit longer to get through some of the stuff earlier. And I'm seeing a lot of stress on my players' faces. But, you know, I'm good. This is...
Fine.
I thought I would kill you sooner. No big deal.
Look, did you think that Halia and her ilk would be waiting unprepared? I mean, this is...
it would have been amazing.
They're supposed to be sleeping.
They had wine. They were tired.
Yeah, they were supposed to be like on the munchies
Should
and
be
stuff.
some minus on Constitution.
No, okay, so this goes back, it's a good bit of... So it goes back to the... it was very interesting to me when the wizard eye, right? You saw that in the sewer last session. No one attempted to kill it. No one shot at it. No one threw a lightning bolt at it.
I tried to grab it.
You tried to grab it, but that didn't work too well. And it... So you have been seen coming all the way. The tripwire that you hit in the sewer. Each one of these things had an opportunity. Depending... There was... So I don't want to make you guys feel bad, but you did know checking for traps at that point. You walked down the sewer. If you go back and you watch the stream, no one said, I'm looking for traps, I'm watching for anything. So I think it was Alondra actually hit that tripwire. And as she hit the tripwire, that triggered. And you remember the title of that, it was Sorcery and Secrecy and Sewers. And the sorcery was happening. And that wizard's eye came out. That was the scrying eye. It saw you. It returned unmolested. You received the warning from the undead creature. Like each of these things could have gone a different way, but it was sort of like just lockstep, predictable as it went. So you guys look pissed off at me. I'm sorry. All right, so I'm going to go ahead.
No, we chose a path of danger. I love the path of danger.
Well, and yeah, and it was. I loved your dolphin idea, by the way. That could, or like you could have pulled the party through that underwater cavern and avoided the battle with that creature. Ultimately, it was fine because you had plenty of healing, but now you've exhausted a lot of the healing and a lot of the spell power to get through that. So it's just been, you guys have definitely taken the hard way through this. All right. Oh, first time chatter. Piston Honda 319, thank you very much for joining us. You are now part of the Mad Chatters, the most elite chat in all of D&D Twitch, and our winner of the chainmail. Now again, this is 3rd edition. This is a Lightning Source reprint, so this is not original. This is a reprint, but it's gorgeous, and it has all the original Lightning... Sparky 68, a new follower from last month. And Sparky, you're in. Congratulations, Sparky68, brand new winner. And go ahead and jump in our Discord. That'll pop in the chat here in just a second. And Sparky68, I'll need your name and mailing address. And I don't care where you are in the world. Hopefully you're here in the US. But should you be in Bangladesh or Uruguay, we will get this to you wherever you may be. And now it is time. for our second giveaway, which is this young white dragon. As we do this, and I know, Vivi, you can leave whenever you need to, we're going to go through Stream MVP. Stream MVP gets 1,000 experience points. By the way, there were some advantages that were given at the end. I think Pat66 gave some stuff. I'm going to break my own rule here. That's going to carry over to the next session. All right, so
Yeah, because we're in combat.
yeah. Don't convert it to XP. Save it. Everything that was given tonight will be available in the next combat. I don't want the viewers to feel like they got jobbed because the major combat came in the last 30 minutes. So you don't know what job? You never heard that before, Josh?
No.
Yeah, I mean screwed. All right, so you guys have that for the next time. All right, tell us why you should be Stream MVP Gimbal.
Yeah, so the reason I should be Stream MVP, give me 1 second because I took notes.
Oh, good. I'll pop
don't be
the
surprised.
giveaway instruction here in just a second.
Okay, so first off, I cast Shadow Step because this thing was way too big. This octopus weird thing was way too big, too crazy. I needed to help the team in another way, so I Shadow Step to the other side. Opened a door, found a passage, found some other books, and identified the magic on the other side of the wall. Found a way of accessing that, as well as the description of how I did all this throughout that. So the description of the cast magic and the description of everything I found to the group. So just that kind of,
It was really well done. Yeah.
there. And then, the enlarged brim. Sorry, Brim, for the negative dex, but the enlarged brim to make them bigger. And so, just being the good old gimbal.
Nice, very nice. All right, so it's exclamation point dragon in the chat for this second giveaway, and we'll roll off of that. Let's go to Evelyn. And Evelyn, I want to do two things. One, tell us why Alondra should be Stream MVP. But more than that, I want to say thank you. I know you are not feeling well. You are struggling tonight. You are overcoming a nasty illness, and we are so grateful you made that effort, as you always do. You're such a trooper. I'd like all of our players, let's give Evelyn a hand. Much love to Evelyn. You are the best. Yes, the hand. Why should Alondra be Stream MVP?
Alondra should be Stream MVP because she got 3 arrows into the tentacled creature to try to help break its grip on Brim from the get-go. Immediately sending Phineas in to attack Halia and successfully putting an arrow in Halia as well. And I think that's about it.
and it's some good role play as well. So thank you. All right, Vivi, I know you got a short night tonight, but tell us why Lilith should be Stream MVP.
Lilith should be Stream MVP for turning into a shark. Just following her instincts. Brim, again, is one of her family from the get-go. So as soon as she saw him get taken under, she, with zero hesitation, hopped right into the water in danger to help Brim as best as she could, attacking the tentacle that was going after him so that he could escape. Just trying to pull a gimbal and using magic in a different way, not a non-conventional way, trying to calculate the metal pole to fall down onto the tentacle creature, and letting Call take credit for the death, the crit that I had caused.
Poor Call. Yeah, he's had a rough time.
Also, being sassy shark, which is a
sassy shark. Hashtag sassy shark.
Hashtag sassy shark. Collecting teeth, always, and just kind of following along with the group. That's it.
Yeah, no, you did so well, and we got some fan art. I didn't see this earlier, so I'll pop that up in a second. Yeah, we'll show this here in a moment.
And with that, I will go to work.
All right, thank you so much. Bye bye. Oh, wait! Before you go, real quick, you need to know. I use a lot of custom monsters. My custom monster here, this was a mix between a Kraken and an Adiug. I wanted something unusual, and its weakness was poison. You had exactly the right. That's why you killed it. You hit it with exactly its weakness unknowingly. I mean, I'm not trying to give you, but bravo! Like that was pretty crazy what you did there. I loved it. All right,
called it a really good job.
All right, let's go to you, Brim. Why should you be stream MVP? Bye, Vivi. Leave your camera on if you don't mind. We will. All right, thank you.
Brim should be stream MVP for trying to be the meat bag for this entire session, making sure to take all the damage for his party members, for helping Lilith get a tooth out of the Audia Kraken nasty mother trucker's mouth, and then getting a head boop from Phineas, but then also the rallying speech towards the end. That's just, this is it. Whether we live or die, this is it. And he's just grateful to have these people beside him. And then bringing the Wayward Bolt back to the focus.
I loved it. I loved it. All right, Rin, why should you be stream MVP?
Oh, all right. So Rin did a bunch of healing today. First, as Brim ran by him, then later on with another heal on Brim, and then he healed Brim again. So Brim's heal bot was working today very well. Additionally, he used the mist to kind of conceal, so he could help Brim again. Oh, there might be something there. He was able to right before we go into the big room, he paused so that he could give Brim another spell. So Rin loves Brim, and that's why he should be MVP.
All right, well done. All right, so I got everybody right. Yeah. All right.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Poll's
so
up
here
now.
we go. All right. So the poll is up, and you are rolling for Damn Weirdo. Rory, that's yours. So you have him, and I know he's in. He's always in. Sub. So he gets 2 dice. Weirdo, you are here, right? Don't make me look bad. I've got this up. You should be seeing it live on the cam as well. We'll give him a moment here. And let's see. Yep, there he is, lurking. All right, let's go to Evelyn. Evelyn, you will be rolling for Rigger Raven. That's a new sub, newer follower and sub from just this last month. Rigger Raven, are you with us? And while we're waiting for Rigger Raven, we'll roll again if they are not with us. Let's go to Brim. Yep, okay.
Yeah,
there we go.
Rigger Raven.
Both are subs. All right, next is, Death Ray in a Good Way. Been following since May, not a sub. Death Ray in a Good Way, are you still with us tonight? Let us know.
Death Ray in a Good Way is following since May.
Yeah, you must be present. Oh, you didn't hear me again? I dropped out with audio?
No, just the fact that he's basically a Dr. Seuss story right
there we go.
Yeah, there you go. And he's in. All right, everybody's in so far. And then Terry, you are rolling for Natashka. Natashka is also, it's all pretty new folks.
Oh, Nadishka's the one from Europe, right?
Yes, exactly. From Norway.
Yay.
Fantastic. So it's nice. Actually, I mean,
Natasha. It's Natasha.
Natasha.
Yeah, no, it's Natasha.
All right. Sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Iceland.
All right.
Iceland.
Yay. Very nice. All right. So congratulations. All of you are in the giveaway. The only one that wasn't a sub, I think, was Death Ray in a Good Way.
No,
Natasha. Yeah, she's not a sub either.
Not.
So everyone that's not a sub gets 1. Subs get 2. I'm sorry, Jade. Lawful Stupid. Thanks for being with us. By the way, if you're not following Lawful Stupid, check them out. They have a great stream. They're good friends to us. And so we love Lawful Stupid. Good to have them with us tonight. Thank you so much. Sorry you didn't win. But I'm just glad Phantom NJ is not in the list again tonight. No shade at Robert, but man, he wins everything. All right, so
he does.
Go ahead. Start us off, Josh.
Okay, so I'm rolling for Death Ray in a Good Way.
Death Ray in a Good Way.
Come on, baby.
Death Ray.
That is coming out with a 7.
No, you're not. You're not, Natasha. And I'm not trying to coerce you, but if you sub before you're rolled, then we'll give you the 2 dice. But yeah, it's fine either way. So you had a 7, you said, Josh?
7.
That's not very good. Your stream MVP is up in the upper right-hand corner. Go ahead and vote. Let's go to you, Gimbal.
Okay. Rolling for Gamma 2. I got an 8.
An 8?
What is with the roll?
Weirdo is up by 1.
And an 8.
All right,
A 1 and
Lilith
an 8.
is our stream MVP. Congratulations to Lilith. And she deserves that. She did a great job tonight. Well done. All right, Evelyn, go ahead.
I'm rolling for Rigger Raven.
Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate all your support. Hang with us for
That's
just a
an
minute.
11.
An 11. Rigger Raven has.
Oh, I have a
this
chance.
small- You have a chance. Terry, go ahead. Who you rolling
All right,
for?
look. We're pulling out the metal die for this. This is one of those times.
Who are you rolling for, Terry?
I'm rolling for Natasha from Iceland.
Okay,
Come
here we
on,
go,
Natasha.
Natasha.
From Iceland.
All right, here we go.
I've never
Here we
sent
go.
something to Iceland. This will be good shipping for me.
That is a 1.
Oh, no. I'm
And
so
my
sorry.
metal dice is now retired.
All right, so what's that? Oh, we did?
Yeah.
Oh, we did.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Oh.
Yes,
we've
she
already
did.
said so. Oh, I did. Okay, good job.
Something during.
Oh, that's right.
Hi, Natasha.
Hi, Natasha. So you do have something. You do have something coming from us.
She already got it.
Oh, you already got it. All right.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. All right, awesome. All right, I just don't know what's going on here. All right.
Does that mean an 11 wins tonight?
The 11 won tonight. That was
That's Rigger Raven.
Rigger Raven. Congratulations,
Oh
Rigger
my
Raven.
gosh.
Jump in our Discord. 11 is the lowest score that has ever won one of our
Yeah.
giveaways.
Insane.
Congratulations. Oh, thank you for the sub, Death Ray, in a good way. We appreciate that. So before we sign off, we're going to do a raid tonight. I want to say thank you to all of our viewers. Remind you, we have Lore Masters Arcanum tomorrow night. We're going to have a fun chat. We'll post all that in our Discord and on Instagram. And if you've not followed, or if you followed, you're not subbed. If you subbed, your sub is expired. We have one question for you tonight. What are you doing? Give us a follow, give us a sub, and send good thoughts to Evelyn. She looks green around the gills. She is struggling to stay awake tonight, but we appreciate it so much, everybody being with us. And our raid is going to be, let's see here, who is up tonight? Raid. Anyone have a recommendation on the raid?
For tonight?
We've got Praetor's Rejects up right now. We have, let's see who else.
Nightheart Gaming.
Nightheart.
Blue Box is up.
Level up.
Uh,
Yeah, there's not as many up
Gimme
tonight.
Plane RPG.
Yeah, let's go ahead and let's do. I haven't done Nightheart Gaming in a while, and those are good folks over there. They do some really fun stuff. So we're going to start the raid for Nightheart. That'll be in about 10 seconds. Did the D&D Beyond extension work for you viewers tonight? I had it up, but I didn't really check it. If anybody can post in the chat, let us know how audio was, and also let us know if the D&D Beyond was working. That's great. How was the audio tonight? Music, sound. Were the mixes good? Obviously, the players occasionally had it. Yeah, all was good. Great. Thank you, Bookworm. Yeah, so check us out in the Discord. Jump in there. We have music was a little bit loud at times. All right, Phantom, thank you. So I'm listening to what should be the same mix you guys are hearing through my headset. So it's odd because the music just sounds nice and ambient to me, but you could hear clearly? Okay, good. Audio is good. Eat to Surf. It looked good. Thank you, Ryder. All right. So we're going to go ahead and raid, and we got 53 folks raiding Nightheart. Love from Blue Box. Love to all of you. Thank you to my players. And do not miss next week's episode of Greyhawk Awakening. That'll be episode 53 as the party now toe-to-toe with a Paling, a Red Lord, and Halia, and a demon from the abyss. This is Greyhawk Awakening. Blue Box signing out. Love to all of you. Have a great night.
I guess.
And the raid is done.
that's